Hopefully that will help. I do not want to take this allergy medicine, but I'm going crazy. What was I going to say? Oh, so Lawyer and I were supposed to be done battling for the week, but can I say it? Well, we have to battle today because one day this week I don't think she's on. It's my daughter's birthday on Thursday. And so I don't think I'll be on to battle. So he agreed to battle today if you guys are cool with that instead of Thursday. Are you guys okay with that? Hope so, because I already asked for it. I hope so, because I already scheduled it. Yeah, Thursday. I want to do something fun for her. Kind of gross and disturbing at your age talking. It is. Yes. It is really gross and disturbing at my age talking like young women. How do you want me to talk? What do you mean? How am I talking like young women? Hey, break that down for me, please. Please explain, because I need to know. How am I supposed to talk at my age, first of all? And you don't have to spam and put this in. Like, unless you have nothing creative to say. If that's the only thing you got, you put it in there. Flirting with a young woman at your old age is disturbing and gross. Flirting with a young woman? What? Who are you? Are you referring to Delon? Is that who you're referring to? She's 3 or 4 years younger than me. Yeah, we're about the same age, honey. Yeah. Yeah, if that's who you're referring to. Me. I say it all the time. Delon is my TikTok crush, okay? Yeah, she's 48 or 49. Mm-hmm. Probably feel pretty stupid now, don't you? Blows my mind. Also, I know. Also, I didn't know that, like, so what's the cutoff at when you can flirt? Like, when can you stop flirting? Just curious. I mean, Delon's going to be crushed when I tell her. Stupid is as stupid as, amen? Like, what the heck? Oh my God, I cannot believe you. How embarrassing. At your age, you're talking like young girls. You were flirting with somebody so young. Yeah, we're literally the same age range. So, anywho, Team Dynamite. I know that is right. Never, okay? Funny they didn't go to church today. They made a big deal. Listen, that was a one and done. Okay, they needed their photo op. Sweet, I don't even know. I think like 1:30 my time, maybe. Yeah. Oh, I know my Alex will have an answer. Listen, she just be piping in. Her center herself gifts is crazy. Yeah, listen, we will go all into it again because that was crazy. Coach is on it. Who has the power-ups? Let's see who has power-ups. If we need to, don't flirt with me. I'm only 44. Yeah, Ash, you are definitely out of my age range, according to the troll. That blows my mind. Good evening, Misty. They're fake fighting, unfollowing each other on socials. Listen, we all knew that was going to happen as soon as the parentals left, that they'd be fighting. Like Angie Sound 56 flirt away. Well, apparently we can at that age. I don't know. Damn, Grammy Bear. 9 gloves and a lightning bolt. God damn. And Kathy has 2 gloves. I'm almost 69 and still flirting. Amen. Runs too soon, exactly. It's 11:56 here. Good morning. Wait, where are you at, miss? Cody Ann has 2. Oh, so we're good then on gloves. I mean, we can always get more, but it's the mist and stuff and the bolts that I know Coach likes us to have. Right, Lucy. I had no idea that there was a time frame. And then to try to insinuate, this idiot, that I was flirting with somebody like so much younger. I have one glove. I have to use it today. Expires in 45 minutes. Oh, shit. Oh, so you'll have to use yours first. So Purple Kisses will have to use hers first game, first thing. Because that's at 7:45, and Lawyer and I said we'd go live at 7:40. So she'll have to do hers first. That's crazy. They have like that time limit. Hello, everybody. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. We're just planning out the battle stuff. Be really about the pedo finger pointing. Listen, I have been clocking her in all of her stuff. Yeah, so Purple Kisses, Coach Game 1 for her. Surgery for me in the AM. Oh, speaking of prayer, so prayers to Savage. Okay, she has her surgery in the morning, so we want that to go well. But then when she saw that, I remember she sent me something. Hold on. And I wanted to show you. I can't remember for the life of me what it is. Hey guys. Hey Heavenly Tammy in Florida. Let me see. Savage. Oh my gosh. My iPad is so disgustingly dirty. Here it is. What did you send me? I can't even remember. Oh, we actually went over it. Yeah, we already went over it. Oh, the fuck was that? It says, this is so embarrassing. I'm cackling. She's pretending to gift herself from someone that doesn't exist. We will go over it again because I think we went over it late last night. It's when that Jules person that kept talking about Baby W and whatnot, and then she randomly sends a gift and she's like, Jules, oh my gosh, why does that sound so familiar? Well, maybe because it's you. I mean, I'm just throwing it out there. So, yeah, we got videos on that. We'll talk about that. We have a lot to go over. The worst actor. I agree with you. Clinically, yes. I fully agree. There's something's not clicking or connecting up there. Can you imagine? Thank you, Heavenly. Can you imagine being a mom and saying the things that she has said, even under the Jules account? Let's pretend in Breeze World, right? Everybody buckle up, first class. I'm paying first class for everybody to go to Delulu Land for a few moments, okay? So we're going to take off and go to Delulu Land. Is everyone buckled up? Here's your peanuts. Everyone take your peanuts, your drink, your snack, buckle up. Let me know if you need a seat extender. Listen, we take care of everybody here. First class, here we go. Are you ready? Okay. So now we're in Delulu Land. Let's say that there's somebody that is talking mad shit about your child. Talking about him having all these disabilities and nonverbal and whatever, all the bullshit, because I can't remember all the shit that Jules has said. And then that same person sends you another gift for your other child, and you're just like, oh my God, that's so nice, so sweet. No, what? What do you mean? No, I wouldn't accept shit from nobody that talked about one of my kids. That's what she said it was a $20,000 gift. Stop it. She embellishes everything. I don't even know all what it was. I did hear that there was another gold bracelet. Well, she said she already didn't like the gold bracelet that Santos about, but there's no gold bracelet for a newborn that's $20,000. First of all, who'd be stupid enough to do that? I don't know what was in there, but would you? If you said it, or if somebody, I won't say you, if somebody was to say about one of my children what this Jules person, aka Bree, has said about my child, and they sent me $20,000 in cash, I would burn that shit or donate to some. I'm not accepting anything from anybody who's going to talk about one of my children. Right, for a baby to choke on, for it to grow. That crap is not $20K. Yeah, Ross has the Nike. Yeah. Listen, we know everything. If her mouth's moving, it's a lie. Right, can you imagine a $20,000 bracelet or any type of jewelry on a child? The child would never be able to pick his arm up. And she knew the baby's wrist size random. Isn't that crazy? How would you know? Yeah. Did you see the clip of Bree saying she's... But yes, I did see that, Kate. Yes. Because she's a mom now. I mean, that's probably the first thing she said. That's facts, right? Because she was a mom to baby W for a couple of months, and then she chose, not taken away, she chose to no longer be a mom. She still has the opportunity to be a mom, and she's choosing not to do so. So, yeah, max 200. She is boring, I'll give her that too. Exactly, delightfully. Yes, $20,000 on a bracelet or a name brand or whatever, but not a home. Check. Yeah, I can't. My niece's father bought her real diamond earrings for her first birthday, and my sister thought he was crazy. Now, I think earrings are a little bit different because those can last forever. A newborn bracelet, like, they're going to outgrow that. Now, I did, I think it was Jasmine. One of the girls. Oh, it was Jasmine, because Jasmine was allergic to everything in her ears. She got her ears pierced when she was a few months old. And then we bought her real diamonds and 24 karat gold for her. But again, if she chose to wear earrings, she could have wore those for life. My granddaughter, I think her great-grandparents bought her some as well. So I feel like earrings, if anything, is a better thing because you can, you know what I'm saying? You can always wear them. You don't outgrow them, whatnot. But a bracelet, no, I just think it's dumb. It's a choking hazard for one. Kids are always, choking on, you know what I'm saying? Like, no. So she is wanting to pierce his ears. Oh, Jesus Christ. I think boys should have the opportunity to decide if that's something that they want done. I mean, technically, even for girls, but okay. Let me see if Matt's on. I haven't gone live with him for the week. Oh, he is, but he's in a live match. Okay. We'll do a quick couple lives with Matt, and then we'll do Lawyer's Battle, and then we are going to dig into what we went into last night. Because, honey, it'll be dialed down because it's not in the middle of the night, okay? I found out in the middle of the night you could just do whatever on TikTok, apparently. Just saw the raspberry clip of 2K funny. Oh, my God. Listen, 2K is just naturally funny. Even when he's not trying to be funny, he's just hilarious. Hi, Sabrina. You guys, I didn't get home from my son's game, and then we all went out to dinner till like, was it 11:30 my time, I think, is when I came on. I was like, is anyone still up? I was just going to make a video in response to all the stuff that was happening. And then a bunch of you are like, yep, I'm up. I'm like, well, like it. Let's go live. Let's do it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Let me see. And I'll give you an idea of what we were talking about. I haven't been on much today because I've been busy. I did some filming and whatnot, but you fell asleep watching me. I figured it was late. I'm hoping no one has clipped it wrong, because all of this drama that was happening in my chat has nothing to do with John or with 2K or Baby W. Hold on. Angie, how's your head? Did you mind? You know what? It's been going away, but it's been like creeping back. So I just took Advil before I came on, or like right when I started it. Okay. So yesterday, let's give you a quick sneak peek. because I don't have time to dive into it. Bunny says, I vote more late night lives. Late night. Oh, there was so much drama. So much drama. It was crazy. Hold on. Let's see if Matt's in. If Matt's available. If not, I'm going to talk about friends. Yo, he's in language. Okay. So it was in my part 6. Part 6 of the transcript thing, right? So, thank you, love. Let me find the comment. I need to watch my iPad because my granddaughter had it, and it is. Okay, so Steph, who has been around forever, right, says, at this point, I really wish 2K would fully change Baby W's name permanently, maybe after all the court stuff is over. Okay? Now, again, I want to point out, she doesn't mean disrespect by it. She's just stating that way. In this part of the transcript, the judge is talking about how when he's older, if he wants to apply for any type of job, whatever the case may be, that has a background check, they're going to be able to pull it all up, all of this stuff, right? And hold on, John said himself, wait, hold on, I don't know, what's happening? Wait, whatever, what are you talking about? You missed the whole thing too, Sammy. Yes, it was crazy. Anyone with bolt or miss? Yeah, we keep it friendly and cute over here. Be coming in here starting nonsense for no reason. Let me see. Listen, that's gonna take a lot longer than what we have. Well, I don't want to divide it up, okay? But it is a lot. So we will go back over it after the battle. Let me see. Okay, Matt's available. I'll kind of give you like some thing. Matt even came in last night. Hey, how are you?
I'm doing good. How you doing today?
Good. I just popped on. I was just telling him about last night. I
stayed up super late. Like I tried to stay on. It wasn't really too busy. I stayed on for like maybe 2.5 hours, 3 hours.
Yeah.
And I just got off and I just like went into other people's lives and stuff, you know?
Yeah, I saw you come in. I'm never live, but there was so much drama happening in my chat that I wanted to address it. And so I made a little comment, and then I was like, y'all still awake? And they're like, yeah. So I was like, okay, I was shocked at up until 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning to have almost, I think we had, like 900 people in here? It was crazy at that time.
Good drama.
It's just craziness. People believe whatever Bree tells them, and they just believe that and run with it, and then want to come in the comments and say that, me and whatever else is all idiots and blah, 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 blah. And then I clock them, and then they get all pissy pants. So that's basically what it is.
What's Bree talking about now? What's up, Ann? How you doing?
It's just all the same. It's just all the same. Everything that I've read is a lie, but I'm reading the court documents. She's a great mom. She's never missed according to her, she's never missed a visit or a phone call. And I don't know how to read. And now the documents are old and archaic, and it's just bullshit. It's all bullshit.
So she's just trying to hate and stuff. And I seen even 2K was in there in your live. So, I mean, he's obviously...
Oh, last night?
No, the last time, I think 2 nights ago, no?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he pops in sometimes. Yeah.
So he's obviously on your side. He doesn't mind.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't
for sure.
Talking about him, right?
Huh?
He doesn't mind you reporting on him, does he?
No. And he knows, I know he is you're kind of low. I thought it was just me.
My sound is up.
There you go. I think it's because you were too far away. Here, let's start a battle real fast. We'll do a couple before my series.
I said, thank you for requesting me today.
Hello? I told him, I started talking. I was like, no. We'll do it after the series because I haven't seen Matt for a couple days. So I need to put in our Matt time.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much for continuing to, your whole team. It's not only just you. It's a whole soccer game. They always help me. And they help Jeannie as well. They go in to help Jeannie. Your team is awesome.
I love it. They're truly, truly the best. First gift only is ×3. Yeah, I say all the time that I love battling you at the beginning of of our day, our shift, whatever we call it. Thank you, D Maddie, because you're literally the calm before a storm.
Yeah,
You
my
just have,
demeanor, like
yeah,
my
I love it.
personality is a little bit more. Even though I can get I'm a very sociable person. I'm a Libra guy, so like I can be very sociable and talkative if I find the right people or the
Yeah,
right situations and stuff like that. But
yeah,
I can be very laid back as well.
yeah. No, that's what I love. But even when you're like talkative and stuff, it's not like, oh, thank you, innocent baby. It's not like all negativity and all da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? Like how I was last night. I
I'm
was
not
on one last
naturally
night.
I'm not naturally like that. Like a lot of people on here are like they're just coming on here. They feel that makes money on here, and they just think that's the way to be, and it's cool to be like that on here and disrespect other people. Like I wasn't raised that way, so
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's why I love to go live with you every day when we start our day, because it's that calm. Yeah, last night was so crazy. You guys, I will. It's last night's live is downloading. I will have that up on YT tonight, because even though we'll go over the same or similar stuff today, the people that I was talking about last night actually came in the live. That was crazy because she was telling me, "Oh, you're gonna owe me an apology as soon as you see blah 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 blah." No, I still clocked you. I was still correct. It was a mess, and then suddenly, turned into a track star.
this is crazy. Like TikTok can get crazy for real.
It truly, truly does. And all I'm trying to do is make sure that the correct information goes out about 2K.
Yeah, you're definitely team.
That's it. Yeah.
Do I need 3 more roses? I think we need 3 more roses to
Three
catch us.
more roses over there, guys. 3 more roses over there. Angie After Dark is definitely spicy. I love it. Enjoy the entire time. Yeah, we had a good time. I was laughing. I still had so much energy when we got off. I was up for like another hour and a half, 2 hours. It was crazy. The sun was coming up by the time I was going to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when did you end up getting off?
Getting off?
Yeah.
Gosh, was it like, I think it was either 1:30 or 2:30 my time.
Oh shoot! So that's like
That would be
3:30.
3:30, 4:30 your time.
Yeah, 3:30. Because I'm
Yeah.
an hour ahead of you.
Yeah. No, wait. Aren't I 2 hours ahead of you?
No,
What?
I'm in West Texas. I'm on Mountain Standard Time.
Oh, so it's 8:15 for you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. 7 for me.
You sound super low. Why does people say?
Dude, my Alexa is psychotic. My Alexa is, listen, she may need some meds because something is off.
Do I still sound super low to you, Angie?
No, not to me. Well, hopefully, listen, pin up and whatever. I don't know, have no clue what is going on, but hopefully you guys can figure that out. Because neither one of you have ever had any issues in here, I have no clue what's going on. So hopefully you guys can figure it out. My Alexa is definitely from the streets. Definitely, yes.
No, you know what it is? Because you're very talkative, and the way how you probably say things to her, she's probably like, yo, she's getting. Because if you keep it more simple with Alexa, I think she just says generic things. But when you get more complicated,
Yeah,
you have like a personality on here, I guess she's
maybe.
with you.
Because listen, this one is out of control. And then they told me, they're like, oh, just ask your Alexa to roast you. Well, she just be roasting the shit out of me. I'm like, oh my God, I didn't know she could do that. He sounds like a headset plugged in.
Yeah,
His voice is muffled. I can hear him okay now. I love your Alexa. She makes me laugh so hard.
Wait, let me.
There you go. He'll figure it out.
Is it better now?
Oh, that's way better. What'd you do?
I just came in and came out.
That's what he said. Sorry.
Saturday.
Sorry. Hold on. Let me think my people really fast. Oh, I don't know why it does that. Oh, Coach, we got a mist. Oh, Coach is going to be so excited. Lisa and Kathy, you both got a glove and a lightning bolt. Innocent baby, you got a glove and a mist. Coach is going to be so happy. D. Maddie, Queen Jets, Jenna, Sammy, Rhonda, Nah, not different. And you are my sunshine. Thank you guys. Yay! All right, here we go. We'll do another one. What was I saying? God, I was just gonna say something. Can't remember now though.
Bloom.
It's a broken record every month at the same time. Yeah, with Santos or Brian Santos. Yeah. I can't wait for this thing to be over.
Donna.
Let me show you. Hold on. So they can get back to like. Oh,
Oh, is that another color? That's the pink color. That's cool.
yeah.
I think that color fits you more, and it makes you look. It makes you.
Yeah,
look
I like the pink. It was so cute yesterday. I love my kids. Yesterday, we were at my son's game. Someone said it was someone on their team, right? But they didn't know. They knew I was Trey's mom, I'm sure, but they just don't know. And so they're like, Trey's girlfriend always wears a cute little shirt with all these different baseball pictures of him. She's fangirling. I love it. And she was like, yeah, you got pictures of Trey, and she has pictures of socks on hers. That's I can't remember exactly what she said. And they're like, two of my kids, they're like, no, that's merch. She's like legit. She's official. They're like, really? She was like, yeah, my mother-in-law is on TikTok and she has a following. Like, they will buy that.
Wait. So wait. What are they talking about? The merch that you had on?
Yeah, because my daughter-in-law was wearing a shirt with like all these different pictures of Trey from different games. Yeah. And she was like, oh, so basically his girlfriend wears a picture of a shirt of pictures of Trey, and his mom wears a shirt with socks. But they have no clue about the sock gang and all of that kind of stuff. And so,
did you give her a shirt?
Huh?
Did you give her one of your shirts?
No, I only got two as samples, and so now I have the samples. I have to set up the website, and then my friend, she said it'd be too much for her to do, so I have to set up like a Shopify or something, and then it's gonna go through there.
I mean, you could talk to my brand manager. Maybe you can get a free page. I don't know. He hosts. What did he do? He does like a website hosting, and he does things for free. I did one for my friend Jacob King.
Oh, good. What? Hold on.
He went viral on here. His name is Oscar Oandley, and he went viral for the popcorn guy. He was the guy that shot the popcorn guy, the one that went viral a few years back.
I have no idea.
So there was a guy in a Cinemax that was doing popcorn tricks, whatever, and then it went viral. It went to Jimmy Kimmel. It went to the Oscars just by flipping popcorn and doing stuff with his finger on.
That's amazing. It was stuff with his finger.
Yeah, like when you go to the popcorn stands.
The popcorns? No, maybe we just don't have that right here. I'm confused on the popcorns. Hold on, let me look up.
When you get a basket full of popcorn, and you're doing all the tricks.
Oh, like in the movies, and you yeah, they don't do that shit out here. We're lucky if we get butter. Okay, out here at the movie theaters, the butter and like all of the different spices and stuff is all on the outside. They just put a scoop of popcorn in your thing and say, here you go. You put your own butter, salt, or they have like all these different seasonings. But yeah, we don't get no flipping. But I do know who you're talking about now.
So that was my brand manager that actually took that video that went viral.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was telling you about him, so maybe he could set you up a free website if you need one.
Yeah, I don't know exactly all what needs to be done. She was going to work with my daughter to try to get it set up. I remember, though, Tyler also told me about a site that does all this stuff for free. Stocklinks.
I think you should. Well, let me know. Just let me know. Like, I'll just
I will for sure. It's just whatever's easiest. And this is my biggest thing is I don't want to make money off of it. I want my stuff to go out at cost, right? Whatever the cost is to buy the stuff and to print it and ship it, and that's it. It's not a thing for me to make money off of.
I mean, it's up to you, Angie. Like I have a brand, so I know how that works. But you have a following on here that's really active, so
Yeah.
you might need a website. You might need a certain kind of thing set up, so that's easier for you to get things out, and you don't have to worry about certain things. So,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean,
That's
it's
why I
up to
want to do
you.
it that way.
It's up to you. That guy definitely could help you, but if you know
Okay.
you want to do it another way, you could do
No,
it.
send me his info because I definitely need to start doing that. Hold on really fast. I want to answer this question. How do you find your gloves and such? So Lisa, if you get them, like if we win and you're in the top
Let's
three,
see.
they're
Corey, thank you so
down
much, Queen
in
Gets.
the like where you go to gifts. If you like go over to the left a little bit, there's a thing. It's like a briefcase. I think it's in there. That's all I know. I don't know how to use them or nothing else. Hold on, let me think my people real fast. Oh my gosh, Coach, TikTok freaking loves you today. We got another mist. Lisa, you got a glove. Cody, you got a glove and a mist. Purple Kiss has got a glove and a bunker. Callie, Innocent Baby. Ruth, Queen, Angel, Delightfully, Deb, and Ann. Thank you guys all so much. Thank you all the tappers, all of the yappers. Everything. I love it. So this will be our last one with Matt, and then we'll get ready to do our battle series with Lawyer. So listen, you guys, we're down 0-2.
Everybody's always telling me about Lawyer, and I was like, I know of him, but he's not a friend yet. Like I don't know Lawyer. Are you gonna battle Lawyer? I was like, I don't follow him. He doesn't follow me. I don't know him.
Yeah, I know he's been super busy. He's been in Mexico for like a week for him and the wife's birthday. Yeah, they have been whooping our ass lately. Listen, I can barely sit down. Okay? Like, let me see. Hold on.
Corey,
We've won 2 games in the last 2 weeks.
that's crazy. That guy is everywhere though. To be honest, like I see him in everybody's like.
Yeah, he's all over the place. He's still in Mexico. I messaged him today and asked him. I'm like, I know we're not supposed to battle today, but can we please? Because I want to take Thursday off. I'll still go live, but it's gonna be late. Tell me, Jay, we need his help. Wait, need his help for what? Lisa has 2 gloves and a lightning bolt. Yeah, I think we're good like on gloves and stuff. Coach just wanted miss, and now we have 2. So if we get one more, we'll have one for each game.
MC Designs, what's going on?
Oh, my son's game was amazing. Well, my son was hurt, so he didn't batting he was struggling with because he hurt himself the game before. But yeah, they kicked ass. Took names. Oh, you're so funny. You're so funny.
Shelly,
We got up our game. He's playing serious now. Last night he had 150,000 points.
Danica,
We may have to find someone else to bat. He's turned into a serious battler. We're still just like having fun. Like to me, if we make enough to cover like the school supplies and whatnot, and then going into the holidays to do turkey baskets, and then Christmas to adopt some family. Like that's what I like to do with the money. Like put all that back in there. I don't expect
it aligns with what you've been doing for your whole life as a social worker, giving back to the community that way. So I mean, it makes perfect sense.
It is the best. It is literally the best feeling. I just have to figure out too, like, oh, thank you. I just have to figure out the best way to do it. Like, I need to like truly sit down with somebody. This is where I feel like I need help because I've never had a manager, an agent. I've never been an agency, nothing. But like stuff like this, like I would like to start shipping some of the school stuff out because the shoes are taking over both of my recliners. The school supplies are backed up.
Maybe getting with a non-for-profit or a person like the McDonald's. What is it called?
But if I do that though, that goes out to like whoever. You know what I'm saying? That's not just there. So I want it to stay within like our community. I want to help SOC gang members that are here all of the time, or even if they can just drop in once in a while that need help.
You might need an agent or a manager or a PR. Yeah. What about a PR? Have you ever like thought of hiring a public relations person?
No. Why would I need that? Why would I need that?
because they could reach out to different like causes that align with your cause, and then that you would be able to give back that way, and then they would like go hand in hand with you, and they
Yeah.
would publicize that, and then they would get the development like organized for you, so it's not all on you. Because I've
Yeah.
had PR before, but I've never. I would love to do what you're doing, but I've never had the opportunity to do it yet, like in that way.
Yeah.
So, but
Well,
I think
listen,
that's what you need.
yeah, listen, I would not have been able to. I mean, I've done it like on a very small scale before, but when I decided that, because listen, when I first started, I lost a lot of followers because whenever people would give me, I'm like, no, 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 do not give me, don't send me anything, you know. And then I found out that people, a few messaged me and said, you know, that really hurt me or offended me because that's our way over here to show you that we appreciate you and your time. And I didn't realize that, right? So, then people would give me, you know, but it would be amazing. It would be great, but I would get like $20 or $50, you know, for the month or whatever. So nothing great, or not great, but you know what I'm saying? Like nothing significant, where now it's more. And so I want to put that back in. And that has been because I do that one series. So I only do that one series with Lawyer. I'm not going to turn into, oh, not him trying to beat us. Okay, I see you. Go ahead, Matt. Go ahead, Matt.
In the building, start now.
Go ahead, Matt. They set that up. Has me talking.
I think I can help you. I know about branding. I have a brand, but like your stuff is super active now. So I don't know if you want. But you know what? You're in Washington, right?
Yeah.
But I don't think it really matters because you already have. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. So maybe I can link you. I don't know. Maybe I don't know if you
took our
want somebody older. I don't know if you want somebody older, younger. Thank you, Teresa. MVP
It doesn't
Teresa.
matter to me. Oh yeah. Let me think of people. Hold on. Thank you so much to Lisa, Cody, and Innocent Baby, Pretty Blue Eyes, and Jen, Sam, Heavenly, You Are My Sunshine, and Cece. Okay, Coach, do you want to do one more and try to get one more missed or no? I know you got Staten Island over there. May not. We can do one more because I want to finish the conversation. My main thing though is, and I think at least maybe for future, like for holidays, yes, I'll probably have to do something a little bit more put together.
I think you need a PR, Angie.
Yeah, but I'm saying for like right now, for like the school shoes that I have and the back to school stuff, I just need to figure out a way to do it. Shoot, I have this huge box. Poor Heather has been waiting. She asked for an eyeliner, and I said absolutely. Well, end up being this big ass box of makeup that I now have for her, and I haven't had time to take it to the damn mailbox. It's gotten bigger. Heather, I know you're in here. Look.
Angie, let me ask you this. Do you have time to do certain things, like besides what you're doing? You don't have the time. So I
literally have no time. Like I go from watching the kids, I get off at about 6 o'clock and I'm on here by 6:30. I try to eat sometimes in between. If I don't, I just don't eat that day.
So you might need a brand manager and a public relations.
That sounds like so much. That sounds like a job then and not fun. You know what I'm saying?
No, but
I mean, I realize people tell me all the time, they're like, you miss out on making so much money. Like you have a following, you have people say have a bigger account, whatever. But they're like, you don't take it serious.
But it's not about the money. It's about, like, because I just asked you a few questions and you said you might not have the time and you might not have like the capability of doing so many things all at once. So you might need the help. And if you're making the money, you'll be able to give them a percentage of what you're doing just to help you to organize the things a little bit more. If that makes sense. Yeah, I don't know. It's up to you. You might be able to just, as you grow, like just to leave it and do it all yourself. But I mean, if you're gonna get stressed out, you know what I'm saying? Like you might need those people.
I mean, I do want to grow in the fact of the way I want to be able to help more people, right? And I know that I need help. I don't know anything about that, my Lotus. Hold on really fast, because before I forget, I want to show Heather. Look at this, Heather. Heather, remember how your box started? Remember it was like I had that box like this, and I had to go to a bigger box? Look at where we're at now. This is Heather's box now. I had to get a bigger box. I'm like, oh, show
you
me
see
this.
me,
Oh, she was
Angie,
like
like right
this.
now, I wasn't really doing anything. I wasn't really like moving, or I didn't have a management in the last 3 or 4 months.
Yeah.
So I was just here in Texas. I wasn't moving like how I usually am. So I know if I was normally like doing bigger things, traveling, doing news, press, media, releasing music, doing videos and stuff, I would need management. I would need a PR person.
Yeah.
So you having that following and that movement on here, you just need. But the thing is, with you need a person that travels or that doesn't mind doing FaceTimes a lot and being able to do things over the web and making calls for you, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Even if you're not in Washington State or Oregon.
Oh, I don't know. That was a lot. We'll have to talk about later when I'm like, I don't even know. Now, all of a sudden, I'm like, what? Hold on, sorry. For those of you guys, I'm so excited. For those of you guys that have said that you guys need school help, thank you so much. Can you either message myself or Sam, any one of the mods?
Teresa.
Jasmine said, I'll just do it. Because I have, like I said, I have some shoes that I already have that if anyone needs those sizes, we can do that. Maybe I'll make a video of those. And then I have, it won't let you. Hold on.
Oh, somebody sent a glove. Let's go.
Hold it back. There you go. Now you can. Oh, not him dropping gloves on us.
I think they're probably expired.
He took our nuggets and now he's trying to beat us again. And I have 48 backpacks and all the different types of school supplies. So I would just need an idea of what your kids need. Thank you, Rhonda. And then I will get those sent out.
So, I mean, like, eventually, like, what are you going to do, like, when this stuff starts getting bigger? Like, are you and your family going to be able to handle all of that, or?
Rhonda!
Somebody's sending a miss. Let's go.
I was like, a miss? Oh, shit. Okay, Matt. Matt's about to take battling seriously. Do we have us a battle? Okay, Matt.
Let's go. Battle. Go on
the mystery box from Coach. Let's go.
Go on the club.
10 seconds. Let's go. I have no clue what the hell's happening.
Yo, go on the glove. Shoot big.
Also, you have a you're number 2. You gotta. Oh, got it. I love to see it. Also, when you have the lightning bolt, Matt, tell them who it is, because that lightning bolt tells you that person is *2.
I was trying to do everything. There was so much things going on. I wasn't.
He's like, I know what was happening. I know that's.
Yeah, I'm not usually like. I'm not. You already know. I'm kind of new to this. Even though I've been on here for 2 years, I wasn't consistent for real, to be honest. So this is the first time I've been on here every day and haven't missed a day in 2 months. You know?
Okay, thank you, Emily. That's amazing. That is very good. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, because I have the branding and stuff like that. But the thing is, like, even with the music, it's the same thing with the music. If you're not consistent, you're not consistently putting out material, you're not traveling, you're not dropping music, you're not making appearances, you kind of slow down. People forget about you. So you need that team. That's what I'm saying. Like, with you're on here every day, and you just need that.
I know, purple kisses. I'm going to start it real fast. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
No. If you got to say something to your team.
No. I have one of my people has a glove that's expiring in 5 minutes, so I have to start my other battle. Let me thank them real fast. Hold on. Thank you so much, Rhonda, Lisa, Cody, and Jack's Girl, Sherry, Marissa, Angel, Pinup, Teresa, and Sam. Thank you guys so
much. You got the power ups, Corey. Thank you, Sassy, Shelly, Mika Tar. Thank you so much.
All right, love. Listen, we'll finish that conversation because I hate to cut you off, but I have to. I love you. I'll see you back in a little bit. Okay.
All right.
All right. Bye.
You gonna see me tomorrow or?
Yeah, either tomorrow or maybe later tonight. Just depends. I'll message you. All right. Bye.
Thank you, Black Gang. Thank you.
Love him, but I was like, I know Shezzer thing. So I just wanted to make sure. Wait. Yeah. No, you are good. Okay, guys. Gotta go, Matt. I love his help though, and he has so much to offer. But I couldn't even take it all in. Okay, are we ready? Everyone's good? Let me see if oh, that's the wrong button. Let me see if Lawyer's ready. Okay, Lawyer's ready. We know who's going first. because it has to be purple.
Hey Angie, how's it going? Let me switch
Good.
my
How are
mic
you?
over to.
Okay.
Let me see here. Device settings.
Oh, is it your mic that causes the echo?
Can you hear me okay now?
Yeah. Hold on. Now, when you first came on, there was no echo. Now there's an echo.
Oh, now there's an echo.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, that's weird. Let's see here.
Yeah.
How about now?
Let me see. Nope. Well, it's a little bit. It's not too bad.
That's weird. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
but
have
when
it.
you first came on, at least I didn't hear myself.
Okay, okay. Yeah, that's weird. I have the
Kathy, we have one expiring, so she's gonna go first. You're echoing from it. Yeah, it's an echo. All right, we're ready. Okay,
Yeah,
so we
yeah.
are 0-2.
Yep.
I asked him, like I told you guys before, I asked him if we could battle today because Thursday's my daughter's birthday and she doesn't know that I'm gonna do something for her. So I don't know why I'm whispering because if she's in here, she's gonna know anyways.
She already
Can't hear him. Yeah, he sounds like he's in a bubble. Oh, we didn't get a first speed.
Oh, no first speed guy. Okay.
That's
Elena
okay,
with a
Purple.
money
You can
gun.
still go.
Cat Carry with a budding heart.
Oh, mute him to help mute him. Okay. Oh, is that better for you guys? Oh, yeah. It doesn't sound so. Purple Kisses, you can drop now if you want to. Oh, you'd have to. If not, it'd be gone. Alley Cat, thank you with the roses. There it is. All right, we got a glove. Oh, that's okay, Kerrigan. That's okay. Grammy Bear with the money gun. Oh, yeah, no penny gifts. As soon as the glove comes up, no penny gifts on that. Nicolette. Oh, just in time. I know, literally. I was trying to read. Cody Ann, thank you. The watermelon slide. Innocent baby. Oh, I got a frog on my hand. Thank you, Jess. Sassy. Hey, Kens. Suburban Jess in the house. Thank you, love. Thank you. So we'll do hopefully 2 battles. Well, if 3 at the most, so 15 minutes, and then we're gonna dive into all of the nonsense from yesterday. Purple Kisses! Thank you. Yep, use between the gloves. Thank you. Is it okay with you? I wouldn't mind helping to okay, but that would be amazing. Yes, Kimberly. Yeah, we'll talk about it after this. We'll go on ways that we can people can help and whatnot, so we can do more. Absolutely. Okay. He needs a chill. He's on vacation. You guys are funny. Okay, thank you, Amy. I have no idea. This is the first I'm hearing about Internet Advocate was exposed. Exposed for what?
What's going on, Jessica?
I have no idea. I saw
Queens with a cynical analyst.
I saw nothing of it. Oh, now it's not echoing. Yeah, I don't hear myself echo anymore. Or maybe he has me muted.
Let's see what we got here.
I bet you he has me muted. Okay. All right, guys. So we have 2 minutes left. It's going to come down. We didn't get a second. So we didn't get a first speed. We didn't get a Oh, you know what? It's because I started the game. Remember you guys told me that last time. I'll tell him to start the game next time. It's because he has over 8K points. Wait, what? What does that have to do with? Wait, I'm confused. Mega! Level 31!
I switched over to the regular mic. They're going to throw it the last minute.
Yeah, no echo. I think he has...
Your hair's shiny with a bow knot.
Not them spying
Better,
on us.
much better? Okay, good.
They're spying on us.
Here we go.
They're going back in.
The static is bad. That's the air conditioner. We're working through it. Kristen with the heart me.
Okay, so we'll do 1 minute and 30 seconds, right? Over here, spying on us. Thank you, Purple Kisses. Listen, it seems like it's bad, but it's not. We can overcome this. We got this. I know. That's okay. You guys do it too. Oh, I don't think so. I don't know. Ooh, you got a birthday crown. All right, who's going to? Oh, Do we have someone going at 1 minute? He's probably pissed, like, God damn it, this dumb bitch. I'm on vacation. There it is. All right, guys, we got a glove. And I have a hair. Look at my damn hair. All right, guys, we got a glove. Grammy Bear with the money gun. Let's go. Jordan, let's go with the money gun. Cody with the goat. All right, we got 30 seconds left. Oh yes, we got a miss, and we got a number 2. Who's number 2? Hold on. Number 2 is Grammy Bear. Anything Grammy? Nope, now it's Jordan. Anything Jordan drops is times 2. Anything Jordan drops is times 2. I will let you know if it changes. Thank you, love. Even though I can't really see the gifts coming through. We got to push. We got 13 seconds left. It's Jordan still at number 2. Thank you. Brrr. We got 6 seconds. We gotta go. And still Jordan is number 2. Ooh, I love this one. So cute. No! Dang it. Ah, they got us. Oh. That is so freaking cute. I love that one. They're too tough, man. Hold on. Thank you so much, Grammy Bear, Jordan, Purple Kisses, Jack's Girl, Mama Jones, Suburban Jazz, Cody and Lisa, Jess, and Innocent Baby. I know. Damn it, man. TikTok sends slow tonight. You guys are like tough. You guys are like the Man of Steel. Hello?
W. Amy, Beautifully Flawed, Elena, Heather Barefoot, Jen, Patty, Your Hair Shining, Desiree, Kat Carey.
Was that the name that your hair
It's
shining?
Laura with an L, with an O.
Oh, is that right?
Okay,
There, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. I can hear you now.
All right. Well, I'm going to have to stand because, shit, my ass hurts. But we'll go with, so he got this one. Yeah. So we're 0-1. So if we win this one, then we do one more. If he wins this one, he's off to a start for this week. And mind you, we've only won 2 games in the last 2 weeks. He's turning into a pro.
Here we go, guys.
All right, I'm going to let you send.
Do you see, I don't know if you could see it, but if my PFP is showing anywhere on your screen, there's a frame around it.
What's a PFP? Profile picture. Sorry. Picture.
Yeah. Honestly, there's a frame around it because we had like huge battles with Jay Wavy and oh my God, CEO Social yesterday, and we ranked number 22 in the nation.
Okay.
In Mexico.
Amazing. Hey, 22 is 22, okay?
We were ranked number 22 in Mexico yesterday.
No, you guys never have to throw, and don't feel bad that you can't. That is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it was pretty wild. It was
I thought you said you would never go. Isn't CEO the one that you said you would never go? Or no, maybe it was Low. Was that you? Somebody said that. I don't know. I can't remember.
I haven't gone live with Low.
Yeah. Yeah, we see you. We see you outgrowing us, little folk over here.
I broke into their live because Wavy was trying to give CEO advice about dating.
Oh shit! No, listen. Those two are probably the worst 2 people on the app right now to give advice about dating, and we can go all into the shit that happened last night with Wavy and Issa. That was absolutely. Listen.
Yeah.
I can't. You have the patience of the saint. Listen, that's what I have been trained to do is to work with that age demographic. But I tell you, not when they're under the influence of anything, because it's like talking to a wall. You're never going to get through. So I just don't have the patience to do it. Yeah, now I would, I would have a conversation with Wavy if he was, completely sober. But
right. And then Issa was in the background talking a bunch of trash to me.
Listen, I was on late last night because all the drama that was happening in one of my videos, and so I was on ended up to like 1:30. I think 1:30 or 2 o'clock is when I got off, and then what popped on next was Issa, and she had a knife, and she's trying to break into the room, and she's like, he made my toe bleed, and so I'm gonna make him. I mean, I'm like, none of this is like. None of it's okay. None of it's funny. None of it. I just. Somebody is going to end up hurt, and you just did a great video on who was Sarah and Duffy Dad or whatever. A very perfect example, and it just they have to cut ties. It's never ever ever going to be okay.
Never.
So.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna let
Nope.
you start the battle because remember
Yeah.
last time, or this time we didn't get any speeds because I think I started it. TikTok hates me, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. It
Yeah,
should
and
be
we
okay.
got
Oh,
it.
see, here we
See,
go. Here we go,
there we
guys.
go.
All
All
right.
right, guys, let's
We're
focus.
back in the
We got
swing
a
of things.
×3. So again, if he wins this one, then he wins for the first day for this week. We got a bunker. We got a glove. Thank you, Mama. First gift ×3, and we have a glove. We need to get a head start to see if we can hold them off. Thank you, Jax. Grammy Bear. Alley Cat. Go to the end with the little goat. He's so cute. Pinky with the air balloons. Thank you. Anytime he has a hair. Ooh, right like a cowgirl. Hey. Grammy Bear. Boom. Purple kisses. Thank you. Thank you, Trisha. I just thought about that when he had that pink thing on. Wait, when DeLon comes in, she's going to be devastated to find out that I can't flirt with her anymore. Jess! Because she's so young. And I'm so old. Wait, what? Didn't mean to tag whoever I tagged. Wait, school's starting tomorrow? Wait, what? Oh my God. I definitely got to get school supplies out. We don't start school till September. Listen, we're not going to go down with that, Gma. We're just going to give it to him and get our W. In Arizona, oh my God. Okay, so for those of you guys who start school like ASAP No Rocky, please message us so we can get whatever we can get out to you. I have some stuff here. I have some stuff that's still coming in. Yeah, Doris point just put. There we go, and we got it. We got a glove. We got a glove, and we have another speed. Let's go, Sam with the galaxy. Purple kisses. Mama Jones, let's go. We got this. All right, we need seven rows by 7 different people. We start August 24th. Delightfully Deb, Sammy. You guys are killing this. You guys got this. Let's go. Brrr, Jordan, all the money guns coming in. We're going to the strip club. Look, that's what they get for what the heck just happened? Trying to tell me I'm too old to flirt. Y'all taking me to the club, throwing them dollars. Grammy Bear got some more. Okay. Thank you, Double 2 Treble. All right, everything is 2 times. We got a speed. And we got a glove. We got a glove and a speed. Oh, and a dancing bear. Mama Jones, purple kisses. Thank you so much. Yeah, no roses. Will we have a thing? Yep. Jordan with the gallywag. Grammy Bear's like, shit, we ain't too old. We go to the strip club. That's what we do. Okay. Pinky too with the blue one. I don't know the difference. What is that? Rhonda! That was so cool. Delightfully Dem. She's like, I will meet you there at the strip club. Let's go. No roses. We have a glove up, guys. Thank you, Sam. You guys, it is close. It is very, very close. Thank you, Delightfully Dem. Pixel. What the heck was that? Wait, what the things that the galaxy bestest? Thank you, Rhonda. Boom. No clue what that is, but it's so cool. Yeah, we always have a thing with the roses on the glove. I don't know. People don't want us to be great, but we are great. Sam, 31. Let's go. Yeet and delete the roses. Rhonda said, yeet and delete their asses. Oh my God, so cute. Thank you, Autumn. All right, guys, we got 48 seconds. Listen, it can be done. Okay? We'll have a glove at 30. We can do this. Nobody throw any more like penny gifts for the remainder of the game, okay? Let's get it out now. They missed it, our asses. All right, guys, we got a glove. Let's go. Grammy Bear, let's go. He always looks so bad. AA Law Talk. Oh my God, what the hell? That's the most beautiful gift I've ever seen. Grammy Bear. Did you guys see the eagle? Of course you saw it because I saw it. Purple kisses. Let's go. Jess, let's go. That was so amazing. Oh my God. TikTok mama. That's okay. I saw that. Oh my God. That was so beautiful. Hold on, let me thank you guys really fast. AA Law Talk, thank you so much. Grammy Bear, Rhonda, Pinky, Delightfully Deb, Mama Jones, Sam, Jordan, Purple Kisses, Cody Ann, and Jess. Thank you guys all so very much. Dude, I cannot believe that eagle was amazing.
Guys, what are we ranked right now in Mexico? We were ranked number 33 like 2 minutes ago.
Where are we ranked in Mexico? Fuck the sock gang. We've outgrown the sock gang. We're on to bigger and better things.
No, we are forever going to be here with you. We are forever going to be here with you.
We'll forever be here to kick your ass.
Okay, we're number 32. Oh, we're number 19? We're number 19 in Mexico. Oh, someone said 19, someone says 33. Okay, we're number 33 in Mexico in the nation.
I think I'm number, I think I'm number like 3,976 in America. Just kidding.
We're number 19 in A2? Okay.
No, but you guys...
33 in the country of Mexico.
We are very close to getting a fragment, so we'll have to pay attention to that as we get close. Have you ever got that? Was that an American eagle, or I'm sorry, a bald eagle? I don't know what it was. That was the most beautiful gift I've ever seen in my entire life.
Oh, I've never.
A bald eagle just flew through took the whole screen, everything. Oh my God, it was so amazing. I'll have to post it.
Yeah, definitely.
Are the ranks different in Mexico then, or?
Yeah, big time difference. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you did great, AA. That was beautiful. That was absolutely beautiful. All right, well, I definitely appreciate...
We're 33 popular in Mexico right now. We're the 33rd. We're not ranked yet, but we're number 33 popular in Mexico. Buenos dias, amigos.
Buenos dias, amigos. Well, I love it. Thank you so much for coming on such short notice.
Thank you. And I'll see you tomorrow. I'll be back home tomorrow.
Yay! Yeah, this has been a good long vacation for you. You guys needed that.
6 days, like 7 days, total 7 days. I want to go home.
Yeah, safe travels. But I hope you've made plenty of time for the wife and kids and stuff out and about too.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds great. All right, well, safe travels home.
See you guys tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Angie.
Damn, lawyer and jury getting so big. Dude, I can't wait to post that. I cannot wait to post that. That was so beautiful. Well, AA, since you're here, can we ask a question? Okay, so we're just going to dive in on what started with me going live last night, okay? So, yeah, I'm at top 60%, and if by 9 o'clock, if we're in the top 20%, then we get a fragment, which is good, because we need to build our fragments back up for whatever. Therefore, okay, good. So, okay, I have to tell the story first to kind of build it up, okay? And then you can come in and be like, no, bitch, you were loud and wrong. Or they were loud and wrong. The eagle gets so beautiful. Okay. So anywho, so that is my part 6 of the transcript breakdown. And that we were talking about where the judge breaks down how whenever Baby W gets a job and if it's a job where he has to have a background done, whatever, all of this stuff is going to come up, right? And then she says, she didn't say shit, but she's like, even in school, kids are cruel. I can't express enough. Kids are cruel. They're going to say, well, did you know that your mom had you in a standoff? All of this stuff, right? At one time and point, right after 2K got Baby W back, right when that happened, he had made a statement that said, I think I'm going to call him by his middle name for a little while because I don't want him, to go through this when people Google his name, right? When he's older. So he said that before the judge even ever said anything. Now, nothing's ever been said about it since. But since then, that's why I started calling him Baby W. Okay? So, in the video, part 6, that's where the judge is talking about how people are going to be able to Google him and see everything. So, Steph, very smart girl, says, at this point, I really wish 2K would fully change Baby W's name permanently, maybe after all of this is over, said and done, right? Before I go into this again and somebody clips me again, I want to say, 2K has not said that he wants to change the baby's name at all. He has not said that, okay? This is simply just conversation. So Kay responds and says, he cannot do that, LMAO. She still has shared legal custody. Christine responds back, no, she doesn't. She has 0 custody, only visitation. Kay says, they literally have shared legal custody, or she wouldn't have access to medical records, appointments, or access to the live streams and the parenting app for daycare, LMFAO. John has full sole physical custody, and they have shared legal custody, dead emoji. Loud and wrong, okay? Christine says, nope, she doesn't. Love Christine. She does not. Go read the documents. Kay says, well, I think you should go read them instead of listening to comments or T-pages, LMAFO. You don't even have common sense. So a parent that has 0 legal custody can access everything pertaining to the child, dead face. Tax evasion then comes in and says she can have access to them. She cannot make decisions. She's like, well, please show me. And so people did. That tax evasion showed her Google shots, the whole 9, right? So then someone else comes in. Kay, even after she reads it all, Kay is still like, so it's still legal custody. But Bree has 0 custody. She has no legal custody, no physical custody. What the judge has said is that, here we go. She has parental rights, which is what shows her access to the records. Correct. No custody. But her name still will be on things like when you fill out the papers, like I said, the mom and dad are both on there, etc. John doesn't have to go to her to say, oh, well, I want to take him to this school, or he needs to have this medical procedure done. He does not have to ask her those things, okay? So then I respond, I said she has no custody of him at all. The judge says he has to share the information as kind of as an FYI, but she has no say, only visitation. Oh my God, there's so much more in here to know. Unbothered Queen, I just now seen her message because there's so much more. She says, no, the fuck she doesn't. Laughing emojis. So anyways, then it came out. Oh, wait, are all A's comments gone? Oh, all A's comments are gone. Okay, well, let me go over to my page, or to see. Here we go. So, A deleted all of her comments where she said she was loud and wrong. So, she says, she still has legal parental rights. John cannot change his name without her signing off on it. He also wouldn't be able to obtain a passport unless there is a specific court order for that, changing the name. Mom has to sign off on that. So I explained to her that anybody who wants to change their name has to petition the court, right? Anybody. If I want to change my name, I have to petition the court. We can't just go in and just change our names, right? Just because, hey, JK. No, what happened? Anywho, he has to petition the court, and he has to show good cause as to why he would want to change the name, but Bree doesn't have to sign off. And even if Bree disagrees with it, a name change is different, though. Right. Even if Bree disagrees with it, if the judge finds good cause to change the child's name, then he can change the child's name. Right? That's what I said. And she kept saying, no, and you're going to owe me an apology as soon as you find out that you're wrong and I was right. And I'm like, well, first of all, why would I owe you an apology? If I'm wrong, I'm going to say that I'm going to say that I'm wrong. I even used my handy dandy assistant, Alexa. And Alexa told me the laws and everything on it, and also said that he can also apply for a passport. He doesn't have to have her permission to get a passport. So that was my question, AA, was to make sure that what I said was correct. Shooting to wow. That's sad. I grew up down there. I didn't have to ask the non-custodial anything. Just, yeah. Yes, I am correct. Thank you, AA. It means a lot coming from you. I just don't understand why they're allowed. And so then she comes into the live last night, and she was so mad because she came in while I was reading all of the comments, because there was so many comments of her just being loud and wrong. And of course, whenever I'm on a live stream, if I just did everything monotone, my live stream would be boring, right? So whenever I read comments, or even like when I'm doing like John snaps and whatnot, I always do them in funny voices, right? Or different voices. And so she's like, oh, I really liked you, and you come in and you're talking or whatever. I can't remember what she said. She said something. But the first thing I said when she came in, I said, oh, thank you for coming in. I actually fully respect you for coming into the live, because typically when people will run their gums, right, in a comment section where they'll never, ever address me or come into a live stream, whatever, so that we can actually have a grown conversation. Well, that didn't take long, because then she started with the, well, you don't know what you're talking about. You better apologize to me. Quit deleting my my picture or something. Your invites are off, but hold on. Are they? Hold on. I'll put them back on. Wait, how do I do that? Let me go here. How do I do that? Boom. There we go. Okay, now they're on AA. Because she just like kept going in, and then when I even had her thing posted up where she said Bree had to sign off on it, she's like, that's not what I said. I said that the judge had to. Well, we all were saying the judge had to sign off on it. That wasn't the thing. We said Bree doesn't have a say. Yeah, the judge does, but I think the judge has already listed out all the reasons why a name change would be acceptable. And again, for those who are coming in, John has not said that he wants to change the name, has not requested it. This is just a comment section. Hi, love.
Hello. Man, first of all, just real quick, I was trying to do a little snipe. I was like adding up how much points he had, and then he used that little fog thing, and I was like, ah!
I know that damn mister.
Anyway.
Well, you did great, and that was literally the most beautiful gift ever. That was stunning.
It was very
it
beautiful.
Took up the whole screen. I was like, oh my God, what the hell's happening?
Anyway, but yeah, you are absolutely correct about all of those things. I will say a name change is a bit more difficult. Even if he does have good cause, I think it's a tough argument for him to make, because Bree can contest that. And she probably would. Anyway, so I don't know how successful he would be to petition the court. And just to clarify, know that he's never asked for that. He's never even indicated that was even ever going to be a thing. Right. He was more or less just saying he was going to refer to him by his middle name, not, so just to clarify that too. Yeah. But
I know I keep saying that because I know people are going to take this and run with it, that John is trying to change his name. And I'm like, no. This literally came from a comment, and then people were just battling. Steph even came back and she's like, I love that you guys are all fighting under my comment when I was just making a comment. Like, I wasn't even like, I don't know. It's crazy.
Yeah. And then as far as the passport, anybody who has sole legal custody does not need the approval of the other parent. to travel or to get the passport. He just needs to show a certified copy of the court order. I will say he needs that final order though, because it's
Yeah.
so complicated to explain to like the federal government.
Right.
I laugh because like, hello. Um, like to explain that he has sole legal custody and you have to show a certified copy of the court order. So that might be challenging for him to get right now, but
I think he already has one.
well, it's just a weird looking order, which we've talked about before,
No.
actually.
I think a passport for some reason. I don't know
Oh,
why
oh, the
I think
passport.
that, or maybe I don't know if he has a passport or not. Maybe there was Bree that said that she had got him. I have no idea if the child has a passport or not. I don't really care. But yeah, I agree with you. And again, just so we're clear, anyone coming in, John has not stated he's changing the name and he's not stated that he needs to get a passport. I don't want anyone thinking that. Again, this came from a comment section. We were just proving that. Thank you, Andy. I just wanted AA to explain because people were going crazy. We found actually
Yeah.
that's how we didn't get rid of A, but that's how A ran off is because it went back to that it was Bree. Someone was able
Oh,
in the thing was able to track it back that it was actually Bree.
stop it. Wait, it was her.
Yes, it was her in here arguing me talking about no, he can't do that. She has to sign off on it and blah blah. And as soon as somebody called her out on it, mind you, the chick was in here for like what you guys 45 minutes to an hour maybe. And then all of a sudden, as soon as they said that, boom, she was gone. I was like, oh my God. It was a mess last night.
She has so much time on her hands. I don't get it. All the
Um,
time in the world to do everything but go see her kid.
hello. Angie, there's no like move away order because the judge has pretty much already said he's already there
That was a
until
whole
further.
weird thing too, and
Yeah,
just
she was
really
there.
quick to chime on, like the attorneys made that so much more bizarre and complicated, and I even remember coming up here saying, "No, it's already been granted. It's already been granted," and then attorneys were referring to it as a reverse move away. I'm like, "There's nothing in the record about that," and the judge did clarify that. The judge was like, "There is nothing here for a reverse move away." And I think that the judge even said like Bree would have had to have petitioned to get him back to California, which also would have been a weird. Anyway, the whole case is in a very weird procedural posture. And I've been saying that for, gosh, like what, a year now since we've been talking about it on your page,
Yeah.
that it becomes really hard to sort through. But yeah, no, the move away has already been granted. I
Yeah.
mean, he's already
And he's been there
he's already
for
got it.
almost 2 years at this point. And so no, I think what happens now, correct me if I'm wrong, once custody or once okay, so we go to trial, right? If she does okay, so first they have a settlement conference. So if they don't settle, they go to trial. Once trial is done, I'm assuming, hopefully, everything will be done. Signed, sealed, delivered, baby, I'm yours. It's done. Then the case would be transferred to Texas because
No.
anything after that, what's
No.
going to happen then?
You would think that that's what the
Well,
situation
one would
is.
think.
He John, you guys are going to love this. John has to request that the case be that jurisdiction be moved. And so he could do that a couple of ways.
Okay.
He can file a motion in California and request that California release jurisdiction,
Mm.
or he can wait until he needs to modify something and file the modification in Texas. And then Texas will hold a hearing. Generally, they'll call the California court and they'll confer with the California court, the courts will. And then Texas will hold a hearing on if Texas is the correct place for jurisdiction.
That is so
What
crazy.
it is. And I just don't, there's just no point though, everybody, to change it to Texas. There's literally no point because here's what'll happen. So he'll get his main order after trial or if they settle. And then what he will do is he'll register that judgment in Texas. And that way he can enforce the order in Texas. And so even right now, as it stands today, he would have a really hard time enforcing that order in Texas. So let's say never mind. I hate to, because she's such a ding dong and she listens to this stuff, I don't want to give any, so I'm going to be careful actually with what I say, but essentially he's going to get the order. It's going to be registered in Texas and fully enforceable in Texas. And then, but they're not going to need to, well, he's not going to want to modify anything for a while.
Right.
Alternatively, if Bree files to modify for some reason, which I don't think she would, then he would file, in California. If she files the modification in California, he would file a motion to release jurisdiction or to transfer the case to Texas. There's nothing like that pending right now.
Yeah.
But it's possible that they can make an oral motion for that at trial. And it's really likely that the judge would be like, yeah, take this dang case.
Take it. Take it.
Like, we don't have the time. We don't have the wherewithal.
Yeah.
We don't want the crazy, so he could probably get something in that final order that, says Texas now has jurisdiction or California releases jurisdiction beyond making this order. The problem is that California, in their final order, has to make a determination that they have the jurisdiction to make the order. So there will be language. Everybody, don't get your little, peonies in a wad when this happens, because the court will say, that baby W was born in wherever, and was a resident of California for at least the 6 months prior, and or if was younger than 3 months, I think it is. Anyway, it'll make a determination that it has jurisdiction to make the final order. That doesn't mean that it has it going forward. So that language will be in the order. That doesn't mean anything for moving forward, okay?
She's not giving her midnight show. No, she's not giving her any free trips. She talks anyways.
No, I'm saying that's why I'm not going to say anything. It's not a tip. I would be concerned.
Right.
So
that it is interesting though, that you would think that, a lot of the stuff the court does is not very logical in a sense, you would think that since it's over and the child is already in the other state, has been there, has resided there, the judge has already signed off for that to be the child's home, that it should just, end and then just be sent over. But you're right, if they don't need to file a modification for anything, it doesn't really matter, I guess. So yeah, we will see when all of that happens. And someone else asked about the media, what if she doesn't show up for the mandatory? I think you said mediation, but that's already been done. I think, do you mean the settlement thing? At this point, she has to show up for everything, right? Because she's her own attorney.
Yeah, and nothing will happen if she doesn't show up to that, really. But
they just go to trial then, right?
Yeah. Yep. And that's going to be real interesting.
Yeah. Oh, the trial is, yeah.
I don't even, that's going to be wild.
Yeah.
It's either going to be like the fastest trial ever because she just has no clue, or it's going to go on forever because she has no clue.
Yeah. I purchased, we'll put it in now. I think it's going to be max 3 days, but I'm leaning more towards 2. Now, if she was smart, which, right, Bree would do the settlement. She would take the settlement offer, because I don't understand even the purpose of her trying to go to trial, especially since she's representing herself. Represent herself, going to trial to do. She's not going to know what it is that she's doing. You know what I'm saying? No, they will not delay. No, That's come up a whole bunch of times, and the judge actually addressed that. Probably the most common question right now is, they delay the trial by getting a new attorney like last time? No, the judge, well, and AA will correct me if I'm wrong, but when Lindsay signed off and Bree signed on and she signed the paper that she was going to be representing herself, the judge made a motion and made a comment and said, as long as you understand you're representing yourself, we have a trial that's set in August. That is not going to change. That trial will go on as whatever. I can't remember the word now because I don't have that document in front of me. If you're choosing to hire a new attorney, you need to do so for them to be prepared in August, because trial will go on in August, something along those lines.
Yeah, the court's not going to delay it. The court's
Yeah.
already irritated that with counsel that she wasn't settling. The judge, I mean, the judge basically said what she was going to order
Yeah, that's
and
what I'm
said,
saying.
listen, you
The
have a
trial's
right to a
close.
hearing.
Yeah,
Yeah, you have a right to have this hearing, and I'll have it if you want it. But this is basically what's going to happen.
exactly. And so, in a sense, she's having the trial because that is her right to have a trial. The judge has already ordered what she's going to order. And in reality, I truly believe that the only reason why oh, it's raining. I'm sorry. Why Bree is even going to take it to trial is because the judge put that one sliver in there, right, that said, the only way I will even address, no, there's no jury. The only way I will even address Santos is if you guys have done couples counseling and there has been no other issues. Well, there's been issues ongoing since May 5th. We're not even to August yet, so we made it 2 months. There's been other issues. There's still been fighting. And I don't know how many classes they've gone to, but I that's my personal opinion, is that's what she's really would be going to trial for, is for Santos to be able to be around. And I feel like the judge is still gonna be like, fuck no.
Well, she should be very, very careful if that's the plan, because a lot of times people make those really poor decisions like that, and without realizing that 2K can put on a really amazing case as to why her visit should still be supervised. And now they've heard a lot. They've heard from the evaluator. They've heard from the judge on the judge's opinion. They've been able to suss out like how the judge feels about it. The judge was like really felt odd about all of the evaluators, commentary and information, and then not recommending supervision. And so it, like, if I'm representing 2K, I'm like, all right, here's where we actually have a case because we've already essentially won. So let's put on a case as to why those visits should remain supervised. And you guys all know my personal opinion on that. I don't think that well, maybe you don't all know, so I'll just say it. I mean, I'm not a big fan of it. However, I do think that there's just serious concern that she just will continue to not follow a quarter. A quarter doesn't mean anything to her.
Mm-hmm.
And as a result, I think unfortunately, that's the only way to ensure that the orders are being followed. Anyway, so if I'm 2K's attorney, I'm like, all right, this is where we hit heavy for trial. And then this fool thinks that she's going to be able to, have her fiance around maybe, or whatever, for whatever reason, why she thinks it's a good idea to go to trial. And then she ends up getting a worse order.
Yeah.
And then it actually becomes pretty difficult to modify that. I mean, she can. Sorry, I'm going to mute 1 second.
Mm-hmm. So Bree will be able to see W on second Mondays. Yes.
Sorry, I had a
You're good.
I had a cough, a throat tickle. Anyway, so yeah, it's not very wise to do something like that, to push it to this big long trial. And generally speaking too, at that point the court the court's already irritated with the whole entire case. So then when you have a party that then forces the trial, and it's because of something like Santos, or if it's something like, or something ancillary, like there isn't a change in circumstances or a reason why things should change, the court's much more inclined to, make
I
worse orders for her.
I agree, and it's like because she's just blatantly choosing not to listen. When I was reading, like kind of where I'm at now, when I'm breaking down the transcripts, you guys, the videos that just posted today and the ones that are going to post later tonight, the judge is literally letting her know she has had it. Like she is like, I have given you so many opportunities, and you have just these aren't the words she's saying, but basically, I've given you so many opportunities and you've spit in my face. I'm now requiring you to do a 52-week DV class. And you know what? I probably should have done it the first time, which we talked about, AA, right? Because that's odd that she has this DVRO, but wasn't required to do any type of domestic violence classes or whatnot. And so the judge is like, you know what? That's my fault. I'm taking some accountability because I should have done this or this. We should have done these things differently. But I give you a little bit, and you push the envelope on every single thing. You have not followed a court order. She breaks all of them. Like the judge is done.
The judge is totally done. The biggest thing about that DVRO though is just that it was so weird, and I've been saying that too. Also, it's not necessarily just the judge's fault. I mean, the attorneys, both of them, did not. Well, sorry, Budnick. Sorry. I mean, this is nothing against it, but that was like just a really shitty. Like that was not done legit, and I'm not saying that she shouldn't have had it on, but that was like just the most bizarre. Anyway, that part is what threw the entire case in a tailspin.
Wait, what are you talking about? The DVRO?
Just the whole DVR. Yeah, the whole DVRO was so weird because she wasn't served. And
that was terrible. Well, that wasn't the DVRO though.
But before that, so she had the DVR.
Okay, yes, but
I'm trying to think about because it wasn't even something that she had done. It was like her DV with Santos or something. It was something weird.
Okay, here, I'll explain it to you.
Yeah, I forget.
Because the way that it came out originally, I know exactly what you're talking about. Because the way the information first came out, it was very weird. But then when all of the information came out, it made sense. Okay, so John was at a hotel, right? This is when they were down in LA for whatever, right? And Santos made a comment about he was going to go to John's hotel and do something, whatever the case may be, right? So that's how it kind of first came out. And you couldn't see Brie, but you could hear her voice like agreeing or whatever. I can't remember.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
But then the videos actually came out and
showed her there.
That they were there. Not only it wasn't just a drive-by, but it was Ruby, MJ, Santos, and Brie, and they were all out. They were live. They were outside of his hotel, screaming for him to come down, threatening him, etc.
Okay, I remember now. Okay, I remember now.
At first, it was like, even I was like, okay, well, that's weird because if Santos did it, why isn't it going against Santos? But then when all of the information came out, I was like, got you. But it was confusing. Yes.
Yeah, it was weird, and it wasn't clear in court anyway. Well, I just think that's why the whole thing just is off the rails and is in just a really weird spot procedurally. But nevertheless, and somebody asked about the DVRO getting extended. I haven't looked at the docket, but I don't think he's actually requested for that. So I don't know that he needs to. And you know, the issue. Anyway.
Yeah, when it say it's a permanent DVRO, I think that's just language that's used when it's like a year. Like it's a temporary one is like till you go to court. Like you file it, you get it for like 2 weeks or for whatever until you go to court. At least that's how it is out here.
You're right. That's exactly right.
Permanent for the 1 year. He can file for an extension, and he will very likely potentially get it because the judge has already stated that she's broke it on multiple occasions, and she listed all of the occasions, so he very well could get it. What AA is saying is, yeah, he can get it, but does he need it? Because he's already going to have custody and all of those things, so I don't know. But
and the other thing too, that
if the stuff is going to continue online, maybe he does need it to help control that,
Yeah, but she's not. It's so hard to get that controlled, and it's not. because the police aren't going to arrest her for posting something online. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And he's fortunate that he's in a different state. I would think for sure if he was living in California, or if Bree were living in Texas, I think he for sure needs to have it to protect him,
Yeah.
self and to protect his family. Anyway, I mean, it would be valuable. I guess it would be worth it, but anyway, I don't know. I haven't seen anything though come up before the court, so I guess it's possible. And then I see a lot of people asking about her paying the fees, the attorney's fees for him. And this is what I'm going to say is she should, okay? She should be ordered to pay those fees because she has behaved so insane during this entire process, and she has forced hearings. She has forced long trials, and for 2K to expend a massive amount of resources that could have gone to their child, but instead had to go to protecting W's interests. And she 5,000 million %, whatever, should have to pay his fees,
Yeah.
but I don't think that she will.
Yeah, it'll be
And I
interesting
think,
to see. I don't know.
yeah, I don't think she will. Because she's also, if she were represented by counsel at this hearing upcoming or the trial, I think a court would be more inclined actually to award fees. But California's pretty tough on that because, like if she can't afford her own attorney fees, and we could go back and forth till we're blue in the face about like, well, she can afford it, but she just doesn't want to, whatever, it doesn't matter really because the disposition would be her being completely disadvantaged by being self-represented. So even if that were true, that she just didn't want to, the court's not going to take that in seriously because there's just so much risk. And so I think if she were to have shown up with an attorney, it probably would have been more likely than not that he would have gotten an award of an attorney's fees. But now that she's, representing herself, I just don't think the court will do it.
Yeah,
But I hope they do. I hope they do. And you just never know.
Hold on, really fast. So I just keep seeing my mods and a couple people are saying keep it cute, no arguing. So I don't know what's going on in the chat. Listen, it's always okay to have difference of opinion, but keep it cute or you will be mute and or blocked. And second thing I want to say is AA is a practicing family law attorney in California. She comes in and she says things how it is in regards to the law. She's not saying that that's necessarily what she agrees with or what she wants. It's just facts, right? Yes, we all have strong opinions on how we think it should go and how we want it to go. We, we have experience because ours went this way, or I worked on a case and it went this way, or whatever. She's literally stating the facts, which is what we want. We want to know the facts. We want to know the truth over here. We don't want to know the gibbers of, well, my case went this way and my case is, or I worked on a criminal case and went this way. That has nothing to do with what's happening. So I don't ever want anything negative towards stated against AA because, again, she says all the time, I don't agree with it. I think she should have to pay it. But this is why she may not, because this is what California law is. And the one thing I think that I've learned the most about following this case is California law is fucked up. That's it. California has some crazy ass rules. They just do. So I just want to make sure. I don't know what else is happening in the chat, but keep it cute. End of story.
Yeah, I don't know I'm trying to follow now, but I didn't see anything either.
Yeah.
So I don't know. People are asking though a lot about this 30 days notice before the visit in August, and I don't know. It depends on what the order says. If the order says that she was supposed to give 30 days notice and she didn't give it, then
this is what it says, that if she needs to provide him with 30 days notice for them to agree upon her 7 consecutive days for her week's visit. If they cannot agree upon a time, then her visit would be the second week of the month starting on the second Monday. So the second Monday of every month would be her week. So it'd be that Monday through Sunday.
Yeah, so then she would be able to get the August visit for the second Monday that's set.
Hold on, let me read it just because I did that verbatim or off the dome, and I was told earlier I'm too old to even flirt, so I'm definitely too old to remember anything. So let me pull it up really fast and read it to you. It still cracks me up. Okay, let me see.
I mean, I'm inclined to say that she could just show up if that's the set time. And, unfortunately, she puts him in a really bad position because, especially before trial, you know, I,
Wake up. There we go. Yeah.
I try. I
Well,
don't want to. Some things I don't want to say, guys.
I think some people are thinking that he's either denying or not allowing. I don't know where people are getting even this information. I think people are maybe just saying it kind of like how in my comment section someone said, "Oh, it would be great if he would just change the name," and that turned into something big. Because I don't know of anything that anyone has denied, requested, and or denied anything. I think people are just asking, and it's turning into something, which is crazy. Like that's how this stuff goes. So nuts. Okay, let me see. Emergency. Okay. Okay, here's parenting schedule. Here you go. I'm gonna read it for you.
Okay. I feel like you've read it to me before, and I don't know why.
No,
Anyway.
this one just came. No, this just came out on Friday.
Oh shoot! Oh wow!
Yeah,
Okay.
this is new.
All right.
So petitioner shall have sole physical custody of minor child. Minor child shall be permitted to remain in Dallas County, Texas with father. The minor child shall be in petitioner's care during all times not designated below as respondent time. Respondent shall have up to 7 consecutive days of parenting time with the minor child once per month in Dallas County, Texas. Respondent shall provide petitioner with written notification of her selected parenting days at least 30 days prior to her desired parenting time. If the parties cannot agree on a selected week, respondent shall have the second week of the month, beginning on a Monday and until Sunday of that week. The second week of the month is defined by the second Monday of each month.
She does not need to give notice then to exercise the second week of the month.
Right. With the kale. Right. And so again, I'm not
but
sure
also,
how that
this
came
is
because
a
I know
good.
that's been a big thing.
So people who are asking about granting a move away, this is a granted move away, basically.
Yeah. Here, I'll read you the name of this.
How did I miss all this? Okay.
Well, I don't know at all.
I've been in
I
La
think
La Land,
everybody,
apparently.
the rest of you guys have all heard this, right? I don't need to read it again. I mean, I can if you want me to. But what this form is it's notice of ruling after April 2nd, April 29th, and the May 5th evidentiary hearings. This is her. Oh, you guys didn't? I've read it twice. Okay, I will read it again quickly.
Well,
go ahead.
let me just really quickly clarify about this 30 days notice thing, okay? The court has set a time, and the time says that Bree shall have the second week of the month for the full 7 days, and it defines what the week is, okay? That is the parenting time order. Prior to that, the court is essentially saying, hey, you guys can agree to a different. Okay, the language, how it usually reads in most people's orders, but not these people's orders, because these people all have a Bree quotient, which most of you don't, will say, father or mother or whatever shall get every other weekend and, Tuesday, Thursday evenings, da 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 da, whatever it is. And then it'll say, unless mutually agreed upon by the parties in writing. Okay, that's usually the language, right? That doesn't mean then that a party has to give notice in writing, whatever, if they're going to exercise the parenting time that is already set in stone. So her parenting time that is set in stone is the second week of every month, and it's defined by the first Monday of every month. Or I'm sorry, the second, Lord have mercy.
The second
The
Monday of every month. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Gosh. And but what the court did before that is they said, hey, look, like, we get it. Bree, you may not be able to get out there the second week, or maybe you want to do the fourth week of August, and that's cool. That's cool. So what you need to do, if that's what you want to do, is you have to try to work it out and see if you can exercise a different week in that month and you must do this by conferring with your co-parent 30 days in advance. Okay? But that doesn't mean that her second week or the second week for that month isn't already set in stone. It would have been nice if there was some language in there. And so if 2K hears this, if you can get some language in there that says that mother should communicate if she doesn't intend to exercise that time, right? Because
Exactly.
I think that's important, because in this case, we have a mom who quite literally never has. And not only has she never done it, but she also, when she does exercise the time that she's given, doesn't exercise all of the time, which puts W in flux and puts 2K in flux, right? Like, imagine if you think the parent is going to come out and they're going to take the child for a week, and you plan a vacation,
Right.
which he deserves. He deserves to do. Okay. So I don't want to hear anybody saying, oh, that's, and then he has to come home from his vacation because somebody just decided not to show up or whatever, So I wish that there was language in there about that.
Yeah, it would be nice.
So,
well, yeah. I'll finish reading it. I didn't know that so many people hadn't heard it because I've read it twice, but I will read it again. It's not long. I'll read it again, just all of it, so you guys can go. Okay, or so you guys can know. So again, the form is Notice of Ruling after April 2nd, April 29th, and May 5th evidentiary hearings. The first paragraph is just doing all of the who was there. Okay. Findings and orders. 1. The court finds, based on the aforementioned of respondent and respondent's counsel orally before the court of May 5th, 2026, that respondent stipulates to petitioner having sole physical custody of the party's minor child. I'll leave out all of that information in the state of Texas, and as such, the court finds that it is not required to address the move-away factors set forth in Marriage of La Musca. Number 2, the court further finds that the issues, that the issues to be decided by the court are thus. Respondent's request to rebuke the Family Code Section 3044 presumptions, again the DVRO, as the respondent's request for an award of joint legal custody to respondent's request for increased visitation with the minor child, both in the state of California, and for increased vacation time, and for removal of existing restrictions, which is with Santos. Number 3, the court denies respondent's request to rebuke the Family Code Section 3044 presumption. The court finds that the presumption has not been overcome. The court finds that respondent, a perpetrator of domestic violence, committed further acts of domestic violence against the petitioner and also against her current partner, Santos Salazar. The court also finds that respondent has not complied with the terms and conditions of petitioner's permanent domestic violence restraining order against respondent. and the respondent has also not complied with the existing orders. The court finds that it is concerned that respondent has not learned or changed her behavior, and finds, as also indicated by the PPA evaluator, that respondent minimized her behavior. The court finds a continued pattern of pushing the envelope by respondent, not taking orders seriously, and not following court orders. The court finds that none of the evidence presented by respondent has convinced the court that respondent has overcome the Family Code Section 3044 presumption at this point. So again, all of that, the whole number 3 was all about the DVRO and why that shit's just going to stick. Number 4, the court further denies respondent's request for joint legal custody, increased visitation with minor child, including in the state of California, and her request for the removal of restrictions on the location of respondent's visitation and the prohibition on respondent's partner, Santos Salazar, from being present during the visits. The court finds that it has concerns that respondent is not going to follow court orders based on her prior actions, and disregard to prior court orders. The court concludes that the respondent's behavior does not appear to be child-focused. The court finds that respondent has not been consistent with exercising her visits or phone contact with the minor child to date. The court also acknowledges the PPA's evaluator's recommendation that the minor child is too young to be flying to California for visits. Number 5, the court denies respondent's request for award of additional holiday or vacation time. The court finds that it is premature to establish a holiday and vacation schedule at this time. Number 6, the court further denies respondent's request to require the minor child to travel to Los Angeles to be present for the birth of respondent's other child. The court finds that this request is not child-focused. And then there's a line there, but it's crossed out. It says, and has concerns that this request is coming from a place of wanting to post that on the internet for her followers. So it's typed up, but then it's lined out. Okay.
Is it really quick about the lined out? Is it initialed by the judge, or who's it initialed by?
Nobody. It's just like, see how it just has just lined out. It's not initialed by anybody.
How interesting.
Yeah.
I just really quickly before you read on, I really want everybody to know how terrible this order is for her. She will never be able, well, I shouldn't say never, because she will be able to overcome, but it will take a great amount of work for her to ever overcome an order with findings like this, you guys. Like, this is so, and especially in California, because California judges do not issue orders like this.
And we're not even to the biggest parts. Here's another spot, AA, where stuff is just crossed out and X'd out, but there's no initials. So this is like X'd out.
That tells me that the parties went back and forth, and Bree probably didn't know to ask for like a clean order, because I love that you could still read what it says even though it's crossed out.
Yeah. And a lot
so
of
it doesn't have anything binding in this, but basically, or alternatively, I think maybe 2K's attorney submitted this order and the judge crossed it out because the judge didn't agree with some of those things. That's actually more likely it, because wasn't Budnick asked to prepare the order?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So this is so Budnick submitted the order. Probably had to give it to Bree. Bree had to look at it, then agree or disagree, remove things, add things, and then Budnick submitted it to the court, and then the court crossed things out that it didn't agree with.
Yeah.
But I love that you can still see it.
Of course, that's the best part. Okay, now I'm going to start on number 7, and you're going to have to help me, because every time I try to say this word now, all I do is laugh because of the way that you say that I say it, because I know it's wrong.
Is it bifurcate?
Yes, the bifurcate.
Bifurcate. Yeah.
Bifurcate.
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 You got it.
Bifurcate. Okay, here we go. Number 7. The court denies the request of petitioner's counsel to bifurcate the issue of child custody and further finds that the orders set forth below herein shall be deemed non-Montenegro orders. The court sets this case for trial as set forth herein below to issue final orders to be included in the parentage judgment, including petitioner's request for prevailing parties' attorney's fees and his fees incurred in connection with his DVRO request against respondent. Number 8, the court adopts the recommendations of the PPA in the entirety, except that the court specifically restricts respondents' visits with the minor child to occur only in Dallas County, Texas, and specifically prohibits Santos Salazar as well as any member of Santos Salazar's family from being present during respondents' visit with the minor child. Number 9, based on the aforementioned findings and rulings, the court makes the following non-Montenegro orders. So now we're going into legal custody. Is there anything you want to say on any of that before I move into legal
No,
custody? We're good?
but
Okay.
this is the first I've heard of all this. So
it's pretty good. Okay, so legal custody. 1, petitioner, which is John, shall have sole legal custody of the minor child. 2, John shall notify respondent of major decisions pertaining to minor child's health, education, and general welfare. Number 3, each party is authorized to obtain emergency medical treatment for the minor child. So if, God forbid, there's a medical emergency when Bree has her visitation, she is able to go and get the child treated, basically. Both parties shall have access to the minor child's medical, dental, and school records. Both parties shall be listed as parents for all legal matters related to the minor child. Number 6, pursuant to Family Code Section 3025, respondent shall be provided access to records and information pertaining to the minor child, including but not limited to medical, dental, and school records. All good there? Okay, next is the parenting schedule. Petitioner, so John, shall have sole physical custody of the minor child. The minor child shall be permitted to remain in Dallas County, Texas with the father. The minor child shall be in petitioner's care during all time not designated below as respondent's time. Number 2, Bree shall have up to 7 consecutive days of parenting time with the minor child once per month in Dallas County, Texas. Number 3, respondent shall provide petitioner with written notification of her selected parenting days at least 30 days prior to her desired parenting time. If the parties cannot agree on a selected week, respondent shall have the second week of the month beginning Monday and until Sunday of the week. The second week of the month is defined by the second Monday of the month. Number 4, respondent shall...
can we just pause really quickly? Sorry, I just wanted to say something on that because on this part, everybody's saying that I'm wrong, which is funny. But
you, the practicing attorney, is wrong.
but what I will say is that if you have heard from 2K that it is different, then his interpretation of it would more likely be correct because his attorney drafted it. However, when it comes to enforcement, there will be some challenges with that because of the way that it's written. So the way that it's written, she gets the second week of August and doesn't need notice. If she wants to have a different week, but I see what you guys are all saying, and if you've heard otherwise, but anyway, that should be fixed for at their final hearing.
And I think, and we've talked about this a lot with other things, that the way that they write things up is very confusing, right? it should say that she has the second week of every month with starting on the second Monday. However, the parents they can agree to have that change as long as both the parents agree to it, and that has to be written within 30 days, right? And then I also agree that there should also be some type of notice in there, since she has a history of not showing up and not doing what she's supposed to,
But I
that
think I
if
do
she
think
doesn't
that they
respond.
tried. Sorry. I think that they tried to encapsulate that with that 30 days notice. I think that's what they were trying to do, but it's just not clear enough. But I think that that's probably what they were trying to
Yeah,
do.
yeah,
And
no, I
that makes sense, but the way it's written doesn't actually say that,
right. That, no,
you
that's what
know.
I'm saying. That's
Yeah.
exactly what I'm saying. It's just the way that they word things, and I agree.
Yeah.
I'm agreeing with you where they need to add in that if she doesn't give him so much notice that she's showing up or not showing up or whatever on the second week, because how can he ever plan anything if he's just waiting for her to possibly show up or not show up? You know what I'm saying?
Provided for any of the parenting time that, the non-custodial parent intends to take, then it's forfeited, or something like that,
Right.
because
Yeah.
then you leave out all of these questions that you guys are rightfully understandably asking. There's a lot of questions like, can he deny the visits if it's this? Can he deny the visits? And it's like, anyway, it's tough. And to answer that really quick is, yeah, he can deny whatever he wants, really, in theory, and she's not pretty to have any type of enforcement, but um he also doesn't want to, he wants W to see. Anyway, okay, continue reading.
Right. Yeah.
I will hold my
He's
additional
never
thoughts for the very end.
he's never really been one to want to keep the baby from. He always said he wants his child to have his mother. Lexic, remind me of that. We're gonna come back to that, okay? Because that's come up many times, and we've actually had that conversation. But remind me when we're done, so I can get through the order. Okay. Okay. Number 4. Respond. So Bree shall provide John with the address of the location where the minor child will be residing with her in Dallas County, Texas, for the duration of respondent's parenting time. Number 5, the parties shall be allowed to mutually agree in writing to afford Bree additional parenting time with the minor child, if that's something she wants. Number 6, neither Santos Salazar nor any member of Santos's family shall be present during respondent's parenting time with the minor child. Now, the question that I said to hold off was, does that include the baby as part of Santos's family? And I remember this came up before, and I said, no, I can't see that being at all. Where in AA, you actually said technically that potentially could, because that is his family. It just depends on wording or something along those lines. I can't remember exactly what you said.
Yeah, I mean, the way it's written, I I don't, you guys, like, you guys ask such technical questions, which is good. I like where your brain's at, but like at the same time, it's like, okay, the way it's written, yeah, that even means the baby. Okay. But like, just imagine 2K, he wouldn't do this, but just imagine him going to court being like, he was around that baby and it's
Right.
his sibling. 2K would lose credibility at that point, right? So you guys ask a lot of technical questions. They're good questions, but I think when you really like practically think about it, without emotion and sort of just like, all right, but who would do that? Because it's also W's sibling, and he's been open about, yeah, they should have a relationship, and so I don't want to misconstrue anything, but like technically the way it's written, yes, it's even talking about the child.
That's what's so crazy to me with these court records. It's like it's just crazy. But again, she should be thankful that 2K is who 2K is, and would never, right? There's no way he's going to complain that his son is around the new baby. That's crazy.
Yeah, right, but also anybody. Like, it's not even. I mean, you could take like one of the worst people, right? And 2K is not that, but you could take one of the worst people, and they wouldn't. I mean, a judge technically, there's a thing, and actually, I even think they talked about this in this case. There's like the spirit of the order, there's this spirit of the order. And it's like, did the court mean to say that the baby couldn't be around W? And the answer to that is probably no. The judge even contemplated it,
Yeah.
as not contemplated it as far as like, contemplated it as a factor for custody and parenting time and all of that, right? And the judge even said the thing is the child's never isn't born and they don't have a relationship. It's not like the kids are, I don't know, 5 and
There's no
8 and they've
pre-existing
grown up
relationship. Yeah.
together. Right,
Right.
exactly. And so, but also they're half siblings, but there's also like pretty settled case law and law in California, Oregon, and Washington, actually, that says that not to separate siblings. So anyway, I don't know, there's a lot. This is just such a cluster of a case.
It truly is. I'm glad it's almost over. Hopefully. Okay. Number 4, transportation. The parenting time exchanges will happen at a police department. I don't release any of that information. 2, the minor child deserves and has a right to a conflict and tension-free exchange. Both parties shall be respectful to each other and provide a child-focused exchange. This order shall also apply to any third parties assisting with exchanges. Number 3, there shall be no filming at the exchange. And then in parentheses, it says, this order does not prohibit recording to the extent allowed by the permanent DVRO in effect against respondent. Number 4, significant others shall not be present for exchanges. Number 5, communication and FaceTime orders. Neither party shall speak in a negative, disrespectful, or derogatory manner to or about the other parent in the child's present or within hearing distance of the child. Both parties shall ensure that all other family members and friends comply with the order. Number 2, parties shall continue communicating through OFW, the parenting application, or another parenting application that they mutually agreed upon. Parties shall check their messages and respond every 24 hours. Question on that. What happens if, say, one of them sends a message to something about something important? Like, let's just say it's about a visit or whatever. I don't know, something important, right? And then the person doesn't respond within the 24 hours. Nothing really happens again, right? It's like they have these rules, but like nothing really happens. It's like, okay, then you just miss out, I guess, on whatever.
Well,
that
but
is.
this is one of those things though that is sort of cumulative. So you wouldn't file contempt or file anything about that individually. But if you're in court for something else, you're definitely going to add it. And by the way, there's this order that says you're supposed to respond. But yeah, they're just
Yeah. We just, I feel you. That's why I put it out there. Okay, number 3. Parents shall acknowledge receiving a message as opposed to leaving it on just read. No third party shall be involved in that communication process. Again, that's another one of those things. It's like, if they don't, what's going to happen? Probably not a damn thing. Number 4, parties shall limit discussions to issues of routine schedule and custody. Parties shall not utilize OFW or the parenting app of their choice as an arena to make allegations, submit evidence, or make arguments. Number 6, parties shall make inquiries to Parties shall make inquiries to one another as opposed to allegations. Number 7, both parties shall mark any doctor, dentist, school, extracurricular activities, and or appointments or time-based events onto their OFW or other scheduled parenting app within 24 hours of having notice of the particular event. It is each party's responsibility to update the calendar in a timely manner, as well as to check the calendar daily to ensure they are aware of any new additions. Number 8, both parties shall have access to the minor child's school parenting app. 9, respondent, so Bree, shall have phone/video contact with the minor child every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 5. The parties may decide to modify the day and time based on their mutual agreement. Number 10, both parties shall ensure that any parent or adult who is present during respondents' FaceTime calls shall remain respectful and child-focused. If the conversation is not child-focused and respectful, John has the right to terminate the call. Number 6, therapeutic and educational orders. John shall enroll in individual therapy. The focus of petitioners or John's individual therapy shall be to address John's feelings resulting from parental conflict, parenting challenges, and other life stressors. The therapy shall provide petitioner with coping and effective communication tools while providing him any additional support. It shall also provide additional guidance about how to continue encouraging the minor child's relationship with the respondent. That gets me every time I read it, that you have to go to therapy for them to help you, which is it's needed, but it's just so crazy on how to keep your child engaged and wanting and willing to see a parent that doesn't want to see them.
It's unenforceable anyway, so like whatever. It's just language
I know,
in there.
it's just
you guys, there's just a lot of this stuff is fodder for the court.
Right. Let me see. Okay, the treatment shall occur 3 times a week for 6 months. Okay, then her therapy is the focus of Bree's individual therapy shall be provided. Shall be to provide Bree with psychoeducation, insight, and appropriate coping tools to manage various life stressors and issues. The therapy shall include discussions and education about domestic violence, parenting strategies, and high conflict co-parenting challenges. The treatment shall occur at least 3 times a week. 3 times per month for at least 6 months or otherwise recommended. So you notice the big difference in the two therapies, very different. And then she's also, number 13, she has to take 52 weeks of the Batterers treatment program. 14, both parties shall enroll in the Young Parents Bright Future. It's a 30-minute online course. Both have already done that. 15, petitioner and respondent have to show proof that they did that. They both already done that. Petitioner and respondent shall both show proof that they have begun individual therapies by the first day of the trial. Bree shall show proof that she is enrolled in the Batterers treatment program by the first day of the trial. 18, at trial, the court will not consider a renewed request to allow Santos Salazar to be present during respondent's visitation time with the minor child unless respondent and Santos have attended a number of couples counseling sessions to address the domestic violence in their relationship.
Oh, that is so. Why is that even in there? That must be removed for that final order because that would give what?
Yeah.
Why would Taylor put that in there? Anyway, okay.
Well, the judge. No, I think that was wording directly from the judge when I read the.
I know, but that was like to bring it up. But the order anyway. The order reads like
right. I know what you're saying.
He can't be around the child unless they've done this, and it's like okay,
Yeah. Number 19. Neither parent shall consume alcohol to the point of legal intoxication during any time the minor child is in their custody and care. They shall ensure that the minor is not exposed to anyone who is consuming alcohol to the point of legal intoxication. per DMV standards, or to anyone consuming any controlled substance, including the Mary to the Jane, during their respective time with the minor child. And then pretrial orders. 20. The parties and counsel are ordered to meet and confer prior to the hearing dates in August and exchange witness and exhibit lists. Parties and counsel are ordered to meet and confer regarding exhibits in order to consolidate any duplicates. Parties shall attend a mandatory settlement conference in Department F of the Santa. Anyways. And then the trial in this matter is set for August 24th through the 28th. And then I don't release any of that other information. And then it just goes to signatures. And before they even yell at me because I don't point this out because they tell me every time, it actually does the timestamps of when Bree opened it, looked at it, and signed it. And she opened it and signed it in less than 30 seconds. So
Oh, that's what people were saying earlier. Okay, because people were talking about earlier about, oh, she signs documents so fast. I'm like, I don't know what y'all are talking about, but okay. In the comments, not. But you guys, she has sat on this order for a while. So by the time that it was sent to her, and I'm not justifying or I'm not saying anything, but it was likely that Budnick was like, okay, if this is approved and final, then I'm going to go ahead and send you over the DocuSign right now. And then she was like, okay, I'm at my email. And so then, whatever. So that's
basically she's already
nothing special,
let's be honest. She knew I was going to read it, and she doesn't know what's going to happen until she hears it from me anyways. So she's like, fuck it, let me just read it so Angie can tell me what's happening in my case.
Oh, but this is a tough order for her to overcome. So I think, what's kind of funny is I think having a bunch of different eyes on this case gives attorneys sort of like a unique perspective as to verbiage that maybe should be removed, especially since it's not a final order,
Yeah.
So
it'll be interesting. That's a good question. What about school during her week? I'm assuming she will. Well, you guys, listen, you guys. She's already said that she's not going to keep him more than a couple hours. She'll only keep him a couple hours a day, maybe take him to a park and then send him back. So, I think maybe, I don't know if she'll just pick him up. I don't know how it's going to go, but she's already stated she's not, at least in the foreseeable future, she's not going to be having him overnights. She will have him a couple hours a day. That is it. For a couple days.
Yeah, and I would say too, this is not a final order. Those are good questions to ask, and there are gaping holes, right, that would exist in an order that is final, because a final order is supposed to forward look. So holidays, but even this, temporary order, it's not technically a temporary order. It's a non-Montenegro order. Okay, you guys were asking about that. I think it's a good opportunity to explain. It's just not the final order, but it's basically going to be the final order, essentially. And the only reason why it's not a final order is because Bree wants to hold a hearing. So it's not a temporary order, right? Which is different. It's just not the final order. It's right. So stupid, okay? It's stupid. But it's just saying that, like, hey, look, here's the situation currently. Nothing is really going to change by the time we get to trial. And so we're going to enter this order, and it's technically temporary, but it's, just not a final order. It's dumb. I don't know. Even saying it out loud. Anyway.
We'll make it final because she wants to go to trial. And she has that legal right to go to trial. So we'll go to trial, right. And then we'll make an order.
Yeah. So it's not even a draft. It's an actual order. It's, but yeah, anyway, it's going to be tough for her to overcome any of this. So she should have fun.
It is definitely. Well, you guys, listen, I keep seeing that in my comments real quick going by. I haven't seen many, but that Bree and Santos are fighting. Look at the time. Look what time it is, right? Bree and Santos fight every single month around the same time, right? End of month, or hey Tay, or when it's time for her to get ready to go see Baby W, right? They have to prove that they're fighting and they're broken up, so that way that no one else will think that he's going to be around. You see what I'm saying? It's the same every single month, you guys. They have a clock, a rotation clock, and it still cracks me up that people still ask about it because it's always the same thing. We also said that we knew as soon as his family left that they would be fighting because they had to act like they were this perfect church going church going family. Well, they had company. You know what I'm saying? So we knew that wasn't going to last. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. And there's a lot of questions about like if she doesn't show up on the 10th, like does she forfeit, or is it the 10th? I don't even know. But anyway, not the 10th. The 10th?
They have
What's the
let's
10th?
see.
Oh,
The 10th is, hold on, let me pull it back up and see, because there is something. Is that the hold on, it's just right here. Okay. The 10th is they have to meet and confer prior to hearing dates in August to exchange witness and exhibit list. Then parties have to meet and confer, parties and counsel are ordered to meet and confer regarding exhibits in order to do the duplicates on August 17th. And then there's a mandatory settlement conference. I think that's what people are talking about, maybe instead of mediation, the settlement conference, and that's on August 6th.
oh, the comments are saying that that's the second Monday, the 10th. So,
Yeah, well, you guys, she can do two things at once. I'm like, that'd be the same thing as like, oh my God, how could 2K parent on the 10th, and that's the second one when she would have visits.
I
You know
don't
what I'm
think
saying?
she's going to show up. I was just going to say that. I don't think she's going to show up. And I think if she
No.
doesn't show up, then I think she forfeits the week. But
Right.
again, there's not, that language isn't in there, which I was saying before. There needs to be some type of language where if the communication is not provided within 30 days that she is going to exercise her time or is not for any given month, then it's forfeited something. There's got to be some language in there like that, so that but
And she
yeah,
had,
if she doesn't show up the second Monday, I don't think she will, especially if her and um her second baby daddy are on the outs. If she couldn't travel by herself with her luggage. How is she going to do it with a baby and
right.
herself? Anyway, guys, I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see, but I cannot see. I'm just like trying to picture. Okay, so Brie, why did you not make your scheduled visit in the month of August? Right, you haven't done it now for 8 months. Why didn't you in August? Oh, well, because we had to meet and confer. To go over to exchange witness and exhibit list, and that prevented me from being able to go and see my child. Come on, that's not going to take 24 hours. You know what I'm saying? Like, she should be able to do both in a day. And again, have all that shit ready beforehand. I don't know. Like, I just can't see. I don't know why people are saying that would be. I can see her using that as a reason, but the judge is going to be like, no, he had the kid and he was able to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. If you remember, Santos and her fighting doesn't help her case at all. No, it doesn't. It doesn't help her case at all. And I don't think she realizes that. I don't think she really cares, to be honest. She's just at that point. She just doesn't.
Well, I think the judge pinned it is that it's just not child focused. So nothing that she does or says is child centered.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
anyway, well,
Uh-huh.
any other questions before I before I jump down? And then you can resume you were going to go over, I think, a portion of the transcripts or something. Did I derail
No.
that?
Oh, no. No, we basically went over it. It was just the questions, or people were arguing in the comments about if he actually has full legal custody. And what does that mean? Can he change the name? Can he get a passport? And again, all of that for the people who just came in. John has not said he wanted to change the name. He's not saying anything about a passport. That was all about a comment in one of my videos. That's it.
Somebody did ask, like just a second ago. Well, I don't even know. I'm trying to find the exact question, but it was, oh, here we go. I found it. Do you think Bree's attorney quit after these last court dates because she knew Bree will lose? And I did actually have opinions, way more opinions on that now because you read the transcripts.
Mm-hmm.
And so we will never know really why the other attorney withdrew. Bree tells the story that she owes $90,000 or whatever and can't pay it and whatever. However, initially I was like, yeah, she probably does. Oh, but I mean, it just seemed like such a large balance amount for an attorney to
I
carry.
understand that. Yep.
Yeah, and I was just kind of like, that's weird. But at the same time, I was like, maybe she was just doing the work and billed late because that's, a lot of attorneys do that too. They don't bill on time or, whatever. So you end up with this huge bill, but 90,000 anyway. So I was like kind of racking my brain about that. But then when Bree asked her own question to the judge and her own attorney was like, I agree with Budnick, and that's not child. I think did
Right.
Fonseca even say that's not child centered? I have no idea why a child would need to be there, and I had no idea this question was pending. It wasn't my question, basically.
Well, when it came out, Bree must have rose her hand or whatever because the judge is like, well, Bree has to ask me a question. Are you okay with that? And Lindsay was like, go ahead. And Bree asked the question, and then at the end she was like, I agree, that is not child, no. And she kept saying, well, it's not a major holiday. It's not any holiday. That's not a holiday. You giving birth is not a holiday. I mean, I don't know what she's thinking. That holidays are, anyways, we know what holidays are. And again, like even asking the question, especially at the time, like the timing, it's a dumb question, but the timing was horrible because she was just saying how the child is not going to be around Santos, no ifs, and buts about it, yada, yada, yada. You keep breaking the orders. So then you ask if the child can be there. Wait, so that means Santos would not have been there? Like, it just was crazy. A shit show.
Yeah, well, now I wonder if she withdrew because they just, you can't, it's tough. And, a lot of people were talking about this too, about Fonseca and how can Fonseca represent to the court certain things that we know are not true, right? And I was saying, well, ignorance is bliss for an attorney in that situation, because if the attorney isn't aware, or if you can argue that you're not aware that something is false. And I do think, it got to a point where Fonseca potentially had some like ethical need to withdraw, because how can you proceed if you guys are not on the same page? We will never know. So just to clarify, like, we will never know. That will never be, Fonseca can never come out and talk about it or explain anything about it or anything, because of attorney-client privilege. And so all we'll hear is from Bree, and that's not a reliable source. So, anyway, I think you can kind of read between the lines, I would guess, at this point, and just say they had a breakdown in attorney-client relationship, because I don't know anymore if there was any balance ever owed like that.
Yeah. What is...
And I don't know, there's some weird comments in here about me, and they're just
I'm just
ridiculous.
What the hell?
Yeah. This sizzle dizzle drop. Who are you?
Yeah, well, you're
Name yourself, sizzle drizzle.
Oh, it's a fake count. They can be blocked because listen,
they're like, isn't AA friends with Lindsay? And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Right, you guys. Just because she, and then I saw. Well, it came right out of her mouth. No, she never said that they were friends. She says that she knows who they are.
I know both of them. I know the judge. We all
know when you're
know each other
practicing in the same area in the same state. Yeah, you know people doesn't mean they're friends. They're not out hanging out with them. So yeah, that person can just be can be
And I think
this
that same person was
ridiculous.
making all these comments about me being like, I don't know, on Bree's side, whatever. I don't know. If that's Bree, she's dumb for talking shit
Right.
about me, but whatever.
Yeah,
Anyway,
they could be blocked. It's absolutely ridiculous because I know in the very beginning, a lot of people were like, "Oh my gosh," they used to think that you favored Brie, but no, I wanted her to come in and speak facts, right? And the only thing she said negative about John in the beginning was that it wasn't like negative; it was a fact that he's filing a lot of motions, and the judge is going to get really irritated with all of these motions, and then that all of those motions kind of slowed down and everything is focused exactly how it said and the case is going great. She has always been very upfront, honest. We may not like the answers, but that's California law. The fact that people come in here and be like, no, you, the practicing attorney in California, in this area. No, you're wrong. Again, no one knows. None of us are the judge. No one's going to know what's going to happen until the judge says it. But she comes in, gives us unbiased, actual law, facts law from California. And that is a blessing because that's not happening on other pages. And so I love that. And I am so appreciative of AA. She has been an amazing friend of the show and Sock Gang for a long time. And we are so blessed to be able to have her. And she just, whether she's on her treadmill or whatever, if I say her name 3 times, she pops up, okay, and answers our questions. Today she sat in here for well over an hour and a half and answered you guys' questions. And then you have some y'all who wants to be disrespectful. So if they're ever disrespectful,
I mean,
why do I
I
keep
don't
on
mind. I mean, I don't
saying
mind it. I just was like, what? Where do you even get that stuff from?
I just
But,
make shit up.
um,
If it makes it
and I will
sound,
say,
yeah. Oh, God, sorry.
I would, I will say, like in the beginning, it wasn't that I was on one side or the other, but I, okay, and I actually still believe that this is true. I think that when you're in a legal battle, initially you're really working overtime to make the other parent look like crap, and I felt like both of them were doing it to each other, but that 2K was just being more successful in it. And so I actually did have really high hopes that it was that a lot of it was just sort of like this litigation strategy. And I do think I was a lot harder on 2K because you just see it so much, when you're both going hard to each other and one is more credible than the other. And so they get a lot more in court, by way of, little wins
Yeah,
here and there. And I did. I mean, I just had high hopes and I was thinking, oh, this has got to be. And it's so insane. Her behavior is so trashy and so insane that there was like a part of me that I think felt like I had to believe that it was fake.
right.
You know what I mean? Until it just
Yeah,
continued and then just got worse and worse and worse. And I'm like, okay,
forget
this
it.
is no longer, this is, well, it never was, funny or anything like that. But, this is, anyway, there was a line, and I think I was even talking to you about it. Like there was a sort of the line that got passed, or crossed, and I don't know. She's a disaster. She's just an absolute disaster. And I think 7 days is too much time. I think that they need to have a phased. I've said this also from day one.
Yep,
They need a step up
yep.
plan and a phased plan. So each step goes through a phase. And if she misses a visit, it goes back a phase. If she goes 6 months without seeing, then seeing W, then it goes back to like a phase one,
I mean,
because she's so unpredictable and the
yep.
child cannot be thrust into like, when he's 8 years old and she just decides she's going to exercise her time, like, anyway, I could rant about that issue. I could rant about until I'm forever. I don't know. They need a
Yep.
phased approach, a step up
Yeah.
phased approach.
We have talked about that so many times. I've mentioned it many times on here. I'm truly hoping that they'll, if they, whether they settle at the settlement conference or they make it to trial, I truly hope that they put that in there because even though Bree has said She will not be doing the 7 days. She will not be doing overnights. She'll do a couple days for a couple of hours. That's what she has said. But who knows if she changes that? I can't even fathom this child who's just over 2 years old has not been around her at all for 8 months by the time she sees him. And then to be with her for 7 straight days without dad and grandma, and now a new baby who she's, struggling enough just to take care of the one child. Like, it's a horrible situation. Courts typically will do a step up pattern, and that's how it should be.
Yeah, well, I will say, step ups are more common in Oregon. I've seen them a lot more in Oregon. In fact, that's where I sort of honed that practice. California does really struggle actually with creating child focused parenting plans. I think they try, but yeah, and I think anyway, there's got to be a reason why Budnick isn't pushing for that. And I wonder if it's just because they've already got, this is a unusual order in California in general. So I think they just don't want to push it. But I think that that's where you should push because it just stands to potentially cause a lot of trauma for
Right.
W. And, he's the only one that really matters. I don't care if it's difficult for her to get to Texas. I don't give a shit. Like, then move. Like, I don't know what to tell you, like you had a whole lot of testimony about how you were able to bring the child to, where did they go for Santos's family and saw Santos's family
San
and
Antonio.
your mom was there. And there's so much testimony out of her own mouth about like all these people in Texas that she was visiting and could visit and, had there and whatever. And so I don't know. I don't care. I just don't find that compelling. I think it's sad that, you're in a situation that's like that. But
Absolutely.
anyway,
I think one of my favorite lines from the judge is, what did she say? She's like, you haven't been doing any of your visits, what is very concerning. And then I hear or you said that you couldn't, that's what it was. You said that you couldn't travel to see your child and you haven't done your FaceTime visits, which is concerning, but then you go to Paris. So you don't see your child, but you hop on a plane and you go to Paris. You go to Coachella. You went to Universal. She listed all of the things that she had done in this time that she was, so unable to see her child. And I was just like, oh, thank God, Judge. Thank you. I'm so glad that she finally put all of that out there.
And I will say too, at that point, because it was towards the end of the hearing, and Fonseca didn't really say anything, but then Bree did pipe up and was like, "Oh, can I just explain really quick? Like, I was with people who were helping me and all that. I wasn't just there walking around the whole time. I was sitting down doing all this, and it's like, oh my gosh, you're just making it worse, And I think it was at that time that we saw Fonseca give up. I don't know. Y'all are asking what I would do if Bree's my client. I don't even know.
Yeah, someone did mention it too, though. They said that Fonseca left 1 week after this court date, the 5/5 court date, and after she missed mediation. That's when it came out. I didn't put that together. Well, I mean, I think I kind of did, but I didn't have the transcripts at the time, nor did I have this order to know exactly what happened. Now, knowing what happened, it kind of makes more sense if it's like, you know what? You're just going to pop off and do your own thing and you're not going to follow the orders. I can't do anything more to help you.
Yeah, I think that she had a ethical, I don't know. My opinion, there's no evidence of that. I don't know her. I haven't communicated with her, but I think it was more of an ethical.
JJ has a question, says, if it's proven Santos was at visits for Thanksgiving and Christmas or Christmas, can that hurt her or is it too late?
I mean, it can because it's a non-Montenegro order. I mean, it can. They can, they have an opportunity to clean up the record.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying earlier, too, is they can present evidence about why visits should be supervised. They can present evidence on why there should be a step-up plan. They can present evidence that Santos was actually there and that she's not credible, although the court already doesn't find her credible. So, I mean,
Yeah.
she's already like, those are good questions, but she's already, the court has already said she's not going to follow court orders.
Right. Well, and not only that, you guys, the judge already said, without saying, that she knows he was there. She was like, you say he wasn't there, but you want me to believe that you had 2 Airbnbs at the same time and you cooked at one house and you left him food at the other house, and then that you left food over there, and that on Christmas time you chose to leave Dallas County to drive to San Antonio, Texas, to sit with his family, even though there's a video of them in the car driving together with Baby W that they posted on their Snapchat. And she made a statement about something along those lines, but so basically she's saying, I know I see where JJ is going with it, because it says, I know, but I need that evidence to prove, in a sense, proof. I can't remember the exact wording. I'd have to go dig through and look it up, but I can do that. But she already knows. That's why she is steadfast on Santos is not going to be around, point blank, period, in this way. I'm not talking about it.
I think what is kind of interesting too about the whole thing is that I think the judge is also trying to figure out like what the disconnect here is with Bree. And I believe after reading the transcripts now, because I will admit, like, I forget that these are 2 very young people. They're very young. And so I think the judge also initially was giving Bree a lot of slack because of how young they are, which is why I think she ordered that both of them attend that course, which is silly. Like, the course is dumb. Sorry. But but it's one of those things that I'm just thinking out loud. I wonder if the judge is like, maybe she's doing this because she's young, Oh, 28. See, she's not that young.
Mm-mm.
Wait, 26? 28?
No,
anyway, okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking they were like 21. Anyway.
No, 2K is 25, and I think she's 26 or something like that.
I guess
I know
still
for a
pretty young,
while
though.
it's been around that she was 2 years older, because she lied on her famous birthday thing. Yeah, Santos just turned 21, but I think she's 26, and I think 2K is 25, something along those lines. But
so not even that young.
No.
Anyway, I just get the sense that the judge is also trying to figure out, like, what the hell's wrong here?
Yeah, because it's not something we see as often for a mom to be so disconnected. And like, even when you watch back, you guys, like the clips, again, T Junkie did a really good video of all of this stuff. And when you look back at the time, again, just this one situation of when she, in a sense, kidnapped the child and she held them for almost a 3-hour police standoff. There was no stress. Like, she was so disconnected, even walking the child down. Now, I would have been terrified, thinking, oh my God, I don't know if I'm going to see my baby again. She's like, all right, bye, Winter. Love you. See you later. Bye. Bye, bitch. You can't drive up my property. You're not in my tax bracket. Like, it's just not something you typically normally see from anybody, but especially a mom, and your firstborn child is usually, you're just so attached. She's just very much not attached, and she just doesn't have that natural motherly instinct. I've not seen her much with the new baby because it's not something I'm following. I've stayed fast on that. But someone did send me a clip of her trying to feed the baby a bottle, and I was like, what is happening right now? How do we not know how to do that? Like,
I don't know. It's so strange. It's just so strange.
Yes,
I think some of her responses, and I said this before, and it's not justifying because it's not. It's just, as a matter of fact, it's not justifying. But I do think a lot of her responses that we see are trauma based, like, because that is so such strange behavior, and I just don't see any other answer for it other than her own trauma. It's not justifying it at all. But I don't know.
Well,
Anyway,
it
it's a
sounds like her
whole
mom was never
mess.
really around. When she was young. Like, it just blows my mind, and maybe it's just me being a grandmother, who has adult daughters her age and older. They both had kids. Like, I am very present there. Delivery room, wherever was needed, stayed with them for the first month or whatever they needed, to be there so that they didn't have to do everything on their own. I was there to help them through all of that time. We're very connected and close, and it seems like she doesn't have that. And shout out Mama 2K, because Mama 2K has been there every step of the way for 2K and Baby W, but also going back, she made a statement of even inviting Bree to stay with them in Texas for the first little while to help with the baby. And that's crazy. I didn't know that. That came out in the transcripts too.
Yeah, well, that came out from the evaluators
Mm,
conversation with
yeah.
Mama TK. Yeah.
So
Oh boy. I don't know. It's
thank
just
God she
like
didn't take
just
her up on it.
so
But
yeah. And it's so emotionally draining for I can confidently say for 2K, I think that's why the evaluator sort of pinned that. Like,
yeah.
it's not anything bad. It's just like, hey, this is clearly, super emotional for him, understandably, right? But I actually I can't say the same about Brie. I don't think she even just
I
gets
agree.
it. Like, I don't know. It's
It
weird.
Yeah, it doesn't affect her at all, and there's just not that connection with W that there is with two. Like, I feel like it would truly, truly, truly break 2K to not see his child for a couple of days or whatever. Where her, it's like, even when she was, for a while, when she was seeing him every month, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, you've missed so much." She's like, what are you guys talking about? I see him every single month. I'm not missing anything. I see him every single month. But when your child is 1 year old, a month is a big deal. You miss a lot in that month. You're missing first steps, first words, first bites, new toys, and the fact that to say that you didn't miss anything, but yet when you would see him, you would come on live and be like, what size clothes does he wear again? What size diapers is he in? What type of food does he like to eat? What? My son likes mac and cheese. Like, I'll never forget that video. I'm like, what am I watching? What do you mean? Like, yeah, you're missing a lot. You miss a lot. And now to not have seen him for almost 8 months, and no, I don't consider, yes, she physically got to see him for 2 hours in April. So, how she would clap at John and say he was a bare minimum. Well, she's going to have seen him a total of 2 hours or 2.5 hours in 8 months. That's below the bare minimum. That's just bare. That's crazy.
I can't believe she hasn't crawled under a rock and left the internet. Like, why
Right?
do you want to be put through all of this? It's so bizarre.
Because if she, in my opinion, right, if she truly cared, um, she wouldn't do this, right? But she doesn't. But what this does is makes her money. That's why she's doing it. It's just like when did you see the clip when, again, I would have been devastated having that standoff, not knowing what was going to happen. And I walk my child down to give it back, and then she comes back up and she's jumping around and so ecstatic about the amount of money that they made. That's her focus. It's W is a paycheck for her. It's not really about spending time and getting to enjoy him. Again, you've had kids. Who wants a 2-year-old in a delivery room? There is nothing good about that. That is traumatizing to the child. That was all about money. So I think that's truly why she only shows her face, or can come on and show her face and still go through this, because it's about money.
So insane. Anyway, Well, we'll see what happens in August. I look forward to reading the transcripts or hearing them from you.
Yes,
I very much so look forward to it.
it will be very interesting. And it's so crazy to think, you guys, it's not that far. We're less than a month away. Just less than a month away from trial. So we will see. So, yeah. So, well,
Yeah,
thank you as
I'm
always. Thank you so much for coming up, and thank you again for that gorgeous gift. I cannot wait. Once I get off, it gives you like the highlights. I'm gonna post that because that gift was so stunning. I can't even believe it was beautiful. So, thank you. I appreciate you coming up as always. Thank you so much.
and again we should have won. Like what the
I know. Well, he's building like a battling team. I feel like he's out and battling so much. So we may have to find some other people too to battle, like to do a series with. Because like he's putting up, like, we used to be very, very equal. We would win a little bit more than we'd lose, but we were pretty equal to where now it's just not. We're just, yeah. You know.
But it also
That's okay.
surprises me just anyway, yeah, well, anyway. I mean that's a lot of money. Like
Yeah.
so if he's getting 100,000 um what are they? Diamonds, points,
Yeah,
coins, I don't know, whatever.
diamonds or coins or something. Yeah.
I'm like that's a lot of money. So
Yeah.
I don't it blows my mind how he's able to do that like so consistently every day.
Yeah, well, I think he's on a lot more than me too. And he does a lot of battles where I do a few battles with MUJ. Um and those are like really little, little battles. I always tell people just keep those ones just really little, like 2,000 point games. We use those, we'll get our power ups to go into our games. And then after that I typically don't battle. So I literally only just do just those series. But then the money that I get from the battles, the majority of it goes back into whatever it is we're doing. So like right now, it's back to school. So school supplies, shoes, all that type of stuff. So it just kind of goes back into my
Yeah,
community.
I do love that, and I think both of you guys do a lot of that. So I mean, I
Yeah.
it just surprises me though. I mean, I'm not saying that it's not warranted for either one of you. I'm just saying it's just a lot of money. Like
Yeah. Oh,
I don't know,
Mama
but
said he lost to J Wavy 250 to 125K.
that just blows my mind. Like that's the
Yeah,
thing. It's not even just like you two. It's just in general.
just
It's
in
like
general.
how do
When
people have like this
I
money?
have no idea. When I did my battle for Jamal and I battled 2K, I just asked people like to battle because I'm not a battler, right? I was not expecting him to have his community come over and battle me. And I tell you, what a blessing. But I was getting, I can't remember at this point, I cannot remember the most it was, but I was getting like 200,000, 300,000 points in a game. We did 3 games, and it was absolutely amazing. And I made enough money in that live, or like that, I think it was over a couple of days or whatever, but it was like I made over $3,000, and I was able to pay every single one of my son's bills, including like a huge Costco haul, everything for him when he had his brain surgery. It was like such a blessing. But I can't imagine that like on a daily basis how they do it. The amount of money people, that's crazy.
Well, yeah, and so I mean, I'm so grateful that you were able to do that for your son, and
Yeah.
that was obviously a challenging time. But then I also think to myself, I'm just a big, I don't want to rain on anybody's parade, but then I'm also like, you only get a fraction of that. So the amount
Right.
of people that like, paid more, I mean, sometimes
Yeah,
I'm like, oh,
yeah. You get
I'll
like
just give the money
you
instead
get
of
like
doing the thing.
this well, it depends on, like, there's like this whole calculation. I usually stay at like 51%. If I get to 2,000 daily heart me's, then I get an additional 2%. But yeah,
Oh yeah,
it's
see,
crazy.
I don't know all the inner
Yeah,
workings of all of
I'm
that,
still
but
trying to
I
figure
think
it out.
it's great. And it is fun. Like I see how they are able to like gamify it and it's
Yeah.
fun and I'm participating. I mean, it's fun, but
Yeah.
dang, those people who do it all the time. Anyway, all right. Not trying to, I feel like you and I are on FaceTime and there's a lot of
I
people
know.
here. So anyway, I'm
It's
not
fine.
trying to,
He said just 1,200 people watching us chit chat.
I know, sorry.
No, you're
Okay.
good. I love you bunches. Have a great day, and we will see you later.
Okay. Sounds
Bye.
good. I'm going to be listening to you finishing up.
Okay, perfect. Bye.
Okay. Bye.
Okay. Wow, so much going on. So listen, if you guys are here and you guys aren't following me, please make sure please make sure you guys follow me, because it literally just clicked in my head that literally less than a month until trial. Less than a month until trial. If they go to trial, also, they have the settlement conference. So I will be covering all of that as well. So you want to make sure you do that. Yeah. No, I refuse. I meant the opposite. TikToks takes 60 to 70. Thank you, love. Close to it. Not 70%. I've never only got 30%. Jupiter! Oh my god, that's so cute. Thank you, love. Yeah, I've never got, I think at a minimum, at a base, you get 40%, and then there's all these weird calculations where you can get more. I have to get back to A2. If I get back to A2, then I get an additional 2%, or I don't know even how it works. I do know that we're about to lose a fragment again, though. Because we were talking, and we only needed like 1,000 points to earn a fragment. But I forgot all about it. And now we're at a point of losing a fragment. And again, I'm not even real good at the whole fragment thing, but we have until tomorrow at 9 to do that. So we'll focus on that tomorrow. By falling asleep on you last night. Thank you. Pretty much everything we went over today. It was just spicy because A was in there and was like steadfast on Peggy. Was steadfast on the fact that I was wrong. And I was going to owe her an apology. And that's just that on that. But I wasn't wrong. And again, we like it spicy. Again, I've been wrong many times. And I never have a problem admitting when I'm wrong. I never have a problem apologizing ever. This page is all about learning. And, you would have had a heyday, Sammy. It was a spicy time. Yeah, Sammy and Principal Don in there trying to listen. It was a hoot, okay? This page is all about us learning, and again, it's not even necessarily just about with this situation, right? Not just about Bree and 2K's case. It's if other people are listening that are going through something similar, hopefully they'll learn something or they reach out and ask. The whole thing with me even covering the whole Ruby and MJ thing. Again, speaking of, she has risen and spoke. We'll talk about that before I get off. It's all about, again, making sure correct information goes out, but 2, if other people are going through something similar, then they find that they have somebody that they can go to and talk to. It's not just about gossip, it's about facts. I don't ever come on here and just say stuff out of my ass, regardless of what Bree says that this old, one of my fossilized dinosaur says. No, I don't just shut up. I make sure I have the information. So I will, I'm sure it is downloaded by now. I will have that up. Yes, I love it. Amy is the heart me queen, okay? She makes sure I always get my heart me's. Yes, it should be downloaded now. So if it is, I will upload it onto YT as soon as I get off. What did I want to see? Oh, here, let me go here. Hold on. Let me see. Somebody sent me Ruby's thing. I can't remember who. Let me see. Let me see if I can look it up. No. Does anybody have that? They can send it to me. I guess, JJ, I'm a dinosaur, is what I was told. Oh, and then guess what else I was told today? That what did they say, you guys? I'm a disgrace because at my grown, mature age that that I was flirting with a young woman. I said, wait, who the hell was I flirting with? And I was like, wait, are you talking about my TikTok crush? Because whenever D-Long comes in here, I always say, oh my God, I've never been into women, but honey. She's like 48 or 49. I'm 52. Well, no, I just turned 53. I'm 53. Well, within the right... Listen, don't just say anything about me, okay? I don't care. But yeah, old dinosaur. Old fat white bitch. Well, that's fitting. That's true. That ain't a lie. But that's okay. Right, exactly. Thank you, Auntie. Can I have some eye candy? Thank you, Christine. I know someone sent it to me, but my, listen, there is a lot going on over here. I have so many DMs. It's a lot. It's a lot. I forgot, the older, the more wiser. Well, and then again, then that person takes off, right? Because I don't know who she thought that I was talking about when I said my TikTok crush. But again, she's a grown, mature, and sexy woman. Okay? Crazy. Let me see. What am I doing here? Amazing. 1,100 people in here at 10 o'clock at night. I love it. I love that you guys are hanging on. I do want to cover this Ruby thing really fast. I seem tired. I am. I'm getting tired. Well, you guys, I had a migraine, like a bad migraine for about 4 days. And that takes a lot out of you. It really does. I do feel better. You guys were right. I did the Advil liquid gels. Well, first of all, I was only taking one, and I didn't know I could take more. Oh, one more. Who's going to send the 300th Daily Heart Me? Who is it going to be? I love this when I get to catch it. Oh, it's Misty! Misty sent the 300th Daily Heart Me. Thank you so much, love. But anyways, so I did, I took 2 Advil liquid gels and then one of the Excedrin migraine, and that worked. And then I've just been taking like 1 Advil liquid gels twice a day, yesterday and today, just to kind of keep it down. Okay, let me see. I'm looking for Christine's thing. Wait, did you send it yet, Christine? Gift galleries refreshed. Who cares? Donnie! Thank you, love. I don't see any new things. I don't see it yet. Well, anyways, well, we can talk about it tomorrow if I don't have it, because I don't want to keep you guys on forever. But basically, Ruby posts a picture and she shows her chin. Grammy Bear, thank you. Thank you, Billy Day. Thank you, Kathy. Kathy, she has a massive bruise on her chin. Okay? A massive bruise on her chin. And basically the way she tried to describe it, Dramatic has it. Okay. I should have known. Dramatic is so dramatic. They're amazing. Dramatic always has it. How's everything? Here we go. Yep. Okay. So first I'm going to show you a trigger warning. So here's her chin. Today. Now, okay, we're going to do a few things. The date is June 20th. And this is her chin. Okay? He was arrested June 19th. Okay? This does not look like a 1 day old bruise to me. Now, I don't know. You guys remember when I fell really bad? I got knocked off the stairs. Do you guys remember my back? And I was showing you guys the bruises and how many days it took me to get to this part, but before it turned black because the bruise was so deep. So anywho, to me, but I'm not a doctor. So to me, that doesn't look like a 1 day old bruise. I'm going to read you what she says, but in an essence, in a part, she blames her kids, in a sense. But here we go. You ready? And I have to read this very weird because the way that it's done. Anyways, here we go. Wait. Is this one first? No. Okay. She says, yes, they did get him with DV. Some of you remember last time I went live, I was with one of my homegirls. Thanks God she was there all night. So we are celebrating the big Mexico win that day. We had won money. I was turned and I went to the bathroom with my friend. I literally fell and ate crap on the side of the toilet. The twins had been playing with Vaseline and had left the floor slippery. I fell around 5 a.m. The cops came around 7 a.m. because we were arguing. I called them thinking they would help. To get him out of the house for the night. I didn't want MJ there. I knew Roxanne, remember Roxanne, keep that in mind. I knew Roxanne was getting ready to attack and crash out. So I did call them and told them I want my husband out of the house. The cops came and, Jesus, as soon as they saw my chin that you see, immediately didn't ask no questions, automatically charged him with DV. They asked me what happened to my chin. I said it repeatedly. He didn't touch me. I fell. Says every woman who's in a battered domestic violence situation. The cop did not believe me and took him in. The detective wanted proof I fell. I told him I had a friend with me when I fell. He asked to talk to her. I gave the detective my friend's number. They talked to her. Everything got dismissed. Again, I have been a DV victim for 5 years in a previous relationship. I will never deal with that again. Even though you were also an abuser, but okay. I took some time off to deal with this in silence, like I always do. Yes, CPS visited my house and talked to the kids. Investigation was closed because kids are safe, happy, and well taken care of. End of story. So then this next one says, look at the date. I was outside with my man eating lunch the very next day. I fell literally so hard. My friend was like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" She saw my whole weight went. Wait, what? She saw my whole weight went on me falling because of the Vaseline! Exclamation point. I told him we would have saved $5,000 and all this BS if he would have just took his ass whooping from Roxanne. But no, there I go, trying something new, like calling the cops. The boys never help us. We knew better, chat. And again, yeah. Now, I'm not even a Ruby watcher. I've never seen one of her lives whatsoever. I think she's extremely boring, and I just can't even focus on her. But who remembers, because one of you guys sent me a clip a while ago, and it is stuck in my head. Certain things will always stick in my head. Who remembers who Roxanne is? Who remembers who Roxanne is? Her. Roxanne is her drunken alter ego. We could have saved $5,000 if you would have just taken your ass whooping from Roxanne. Oh, and it's the kids' fault. She mentions the Vaseline. And if the kids wouldn't have had the Vaseline out, why weren't you watching your kids? Yes, I grasp. You cannot have eyes on kids 24/7. But you said this happened at 5 o'clock in the morning. Wouldn't your kids would have been sleeping at that time? You were so drunk, passed out, wasted that you fell and hit yourself that bad? 7 kids? Wait, what did I say? Anyways, she got a lot of kids. That's what I'm saying. The story doesn't make sense. Someone else said this too. The over explanation doesn't make any sense at all. Because she goes from they're celebrating because of the Mexico win or something. Maybe I'm assuming she's talking about the soccer. I have no clue. Mexico that day, we had won money. I was turned. I went in the bathroom with my friend. I literally fell and ate crap on both sides of the toilets. The twin had been playing with Vaseline and had left the floor slippery. I fell around 5 a.m. The cops come at 7 because we were arguing. See how she skipped from they were lit, partying, turned, won money, slipped, fell, ate shit, hit it, boom, arguing. But it goes right. You have 2 paragraphs explain everything, but nothing about what the argument turned into. Why were you arguing? Right? Not that it's important, but it's just kind of crazy. And then she says, I fell around 5 a.m. The cops came around 7 a.m. because we were arguing. I called them, so she called them herself. So you people call her too. Anyways, thinking they would help. Ruby. This is about Ruby. To get him out of the house. Well, they did help you. They did exactly what you asked them to do. Got him out of the house. And he didn't get just a DV charge. He got corporal abuse on his spouse. No, California, that's just the normal, the normal everyday DV charge. He was arrested. Well, okay, the last time she went live, which is crazy because that's what she's talking about up here, that was June 6th. That was the day that she was assaulting him in the car, okay? Then he was arrested June 19th for corporal punishment on a spouse. So I called them thinking they would help. I wanted him out of the house for the night. I didn't want MJ there. I knew Roxanne was getting ready to attack and crash out. Again, Roxanne is her drunken alter ego. So is she saying that she was terrified of what Roxanne was going to do to him? She needed to get him out of the house for him to be safe. But your kids were there? Stop it. Once they saw my chin. And again, is your chin bruising that fast? Anyways, and she keeps talking about how she has a friend with her. Doesn't really mention who it was. So anyways, that's that on Ruby and MJ. Then the cops talked to her friend and immediately dropped all charges. Well, it doesn't show that. July 6th against USA. What do you mean? Oh, are you talking about the game? Oh, no. This was June 20th or June 19th. So I don't know. I have no idea. Crazy. Okay, so I am getting so tired. But we will discuss the wavy and Issa thing. Oh, wait, hold on. I did want to say something. Wait. Oh, he must have got off. Every time I say I'm gonna go, I'll talk to Wavy. Oh, no, he is live. Hold on. Oh, no, he's on with what's his name? Yeah, when he's not drinking, I will have a conversation with him. But last night was crazy. Thank you, love. Last night was very crazy. Listen, Issa needs a lot of help. Issa really, really needs help. And when she gets to the point to where she's drinking, she doesn't care. She said that. She's like, I know I'm going to end up in jail. I know. It's not a threat. I'm going to make him bleed. And then someone said something in the chat. She's like, bitch, I'll make you bleed too. And that's not, I mean, it was really, really bad. Not in rehab that I know of. Yeah, he's not listening to absolutely anybody. That's why, I mean, I've had conversations with him. Wavy has always been very respectful with me when I speak with him. And he knows that he's not going to get any better, or the situation, relationship is not going to get any better. He knows that. But I also it's getting to a point to where it's somebody's life's in danger, potentially in danger. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't feel right with myself if I didn't try one more time. But it has to be when he's not drinking, right? And last night he had been drinking, but he wasn't super intoxicated last night. He was okay, you know. Unlike her, it was really bad. It is sad. It is really sad. He needs help. She needs help. They all need help. So, anyways. Yeah, Dodge Girl. She literally said it last night that she will. He had to stay in the locked room. I'm trying to figure out, how are they paying for all these Airbnbs that she keeps trashing? Send her ass back to Texas. He stay in Florida or wherever he's at, and just get his life together. He will do so much better without her. She's bringing him down. I don't know. Yeah, it was a lot, you guys. So, all right. So listen, we are going to end the night with, listen, I love you guys. At 10 p.m. for me, and I know it's much later for y'all, there is still 1.1K in here. Make sure you guys are following along. If you have not yet followed, make sure you guys follow so that you guys get all the updated and correct information on 2K and Bray's case. Anything else over here, you guys get to choose the topics that we talk about. So if there's other people that you guys want me to talk about, get my opinion on, let me know. I did get sent a couple that I looked into. Hey, Viv. Also, Allie something. I think it's Allie something. Someone told me, man, so whoever requested that, oh my God. Y'all got me down a rabbit hole watching that, okay? Yes, Bonnie, thank you for reminding people to go in and claim your points. When you send your daily heartbeat, you get points. Also, you can turn on your notifications there. Allie Faith, thank you. And so we're at 1.1K people watching, 1.1K daily heartbeats. What is that? 323.7 tappity taps. It's crazy. Every time I get off, TikTok gives me warnings. They're like, you still have 1.1K people watching. Are you sure you want to get off? You're in the top 100% of other creators in your thing. You should stay and be engaged. I'm like, honey, I'm tired. I gotta watch 4 kids tomorrow. I gotta be up at 7 a.m. ready to go. Those kids get cooked breakfast, lunch, and snacks, okay? I don't just open a bag of chips and hand them to them. What do you want for breakfast? Okay, we're going to have some scrambled eggs, bacon, and you want yours crispy, you want yours soft, and you want yours candied. Okay, I got you. You know what I'm saying? I'm that kind of grandma. So, oh, also, for anyone in here who does need help with school supplies, shoes, I'm going to try to figure the shoe thing out. Please message one of my mods. They will let me know so that we can start. Yep, DM Sammy. There we go. Boom, boom. So we can start getting stuff sent out, because I forget that a lot of you guys go back to school way sooner than us. We don't go back to school, I think it's like September. Hold on, let me tell you. I'll tell you when. Boop. Oh, what's my calendar? Here it is. August. Yeah, we go back September 8th. Yeah, so I be forgetting that you guys go way before me. So I need to, the people who start school fastest, I need to get your guys' shit sent out. I got backpacks, and then you guys will have to let me know the stuff that you guys need. I got a little bit of everything, like crayons, colored pencils, rulers, pens, pencil pouches, composite books, right? So I just need to know what it is. And then maybe I'll see if I can have my daughter help me do a Amazon wish list, because I know a lot of people want to help, and that I would think I'd rather do that than people send me money. That way, you know exactly, you're buying exactly what you want to get. So we will do that. So anyways, that was a lot for the end of the night. I love you guys all so much. I'm going to upload last night's crazy spicy live on YT tonight. So it'll be up there. It takes a while, and we'll do it that way. Okay? Love you so much, and I'll see you tomorrow.